A properly graded field is not only important for player safety but also the field's health, and no company in the state matches the exceptional service and dedication like our friends at Athletic Field Service of Arkansas in Sherwood. From servicing all types of natural grass athletic fields that includes aerating, top dressing, and phrase mowing to a variety of residential projects, Jeremy Rice and his crew have you covered. They also offer an extensive list of infield renovation services. Call Jeremy at 501-416-1218. That's 501-416-1218 for your free evaluation, and check them out on Facebook or see what they have to offer online by visiting afsofar.com. Athletic Field Service of Arkansas, we got the dirt on your infield.
for our 2024 Sylvan Hills High School homecoming festivities. We will begin with announcing the 2024 Sylvan Hills Homecoming Court. First off, we have sophomore maid, Sarah Childers. Sarah is being escorted by her brother, Brandon Childers. Sarah is the daughter of Carol Childers. Sarah is a part of the Sylvan Hills High School cheer team, fishing club, DECA, and Youth Alive. Sophomore maid, Sarah Childers. Next we have sophomore maid, Jadelyn Isom. Jadelyn is being escorted by her father, Dewan Hurd. Jadelyn is the daughter of Dewan Hurd and Jacqueline Barker. She is on the Sylvan Hills High School wrestling team and is also an avid scholar. Sophomore maid, Jadelyn Isom. Sophomore maid, Anicia Riley. Anicia is being escorted by her father, Quincy Riley. Anicia is the daughter of Quincy Riley and Denicia Broyles. She is a member of the Sylvan Hills High Advanced Choir, Upward Bound, and also an avid scholar. Sophomore maid, Anicia Riley. Sophomore maid, Elena White. Elena is being escorted by her father, Alton White. Elena is the daughter of Alton and Amy White. She is a part of the Lady Bears soccer team, military club, FCA, fishing club, Youth Alive, and an avid scholar. Sophomore maid, Elena White. Junior maid, Haley Beelan. Haley is being escorted by her father, Michael Beelan. She is the daughter of Michael and Stephanie Beelan. Haley is the captain of the Lady Bears soccer team, a member of DECA, Youth Alive, Junior Exec, Mu Alpha Theta, Beta, National Honor Society, and the Student Council historian. Junior maid, Haley Beelan. Junior maid, Asia Harper. Asia is being escorted by her father, Raphael Harper. She is the daughter of Raphael and Mary Sanders Harper. Asia is a part of the trio Upward Bound, an avid scholar, Skills USA, Zeta Arcanet, and the Interact membership chairperson. Junior maid, Asia Harper. Junior maid, Kira Looney. Kira is being escorted by her uncle, Corey Daniels. Kira is the daughter of Misty Daniels. Kira is a member of the Sylvan Hills High wrestling team. Junior maid, Kira Looney. Junior maid, Emery McNair. Emery is being escorted by Quincy Hadley. Emery is the daughter of Alexandria Irwin. Emery is a part of the Sylvan Hills High School cheer team, the fishing club, Youth Alive, and Young Ladies of Excellence. Junior maid, Emery McNair. Junior maid, JC Rainey. JC is being escorted by her father, Floyd Rainey. She is the daughter of Floyd and Angela Rainey. JC is a captain of the Lady Bears soccer team, sports medicine team, Lady Bears basketball team, FCCLA, fishing club, and Youth Alive. Junior maid, JC Rainey. Senior maid, Nia Evans. Nia is being escorted by her father, Rodney Evans. She is the daughter of Rodney and Carnita Evans. She's on the Sylvan Hills High cheer team, Lady Bears track team, Sherwood Mayor's City Youth Council, Interact Club, DECA, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Beta, Arkansas Commitment, Youth Alive, FCCLA, SAC, and Rho Kappa. Senior maid, Nia Evans. Senior maid, Brittany Gray. Brittany is being escorted by her brother Bradley Gray. She is the daughter of David and Ashley Gray. Brittany is on student council. She's the communications manager, lead yearbook editor. She's on the tennis team, part of Youth Alive, Student Voice, FCCLA, the chess club, senior exec, and is a Griff Zone leader. Senior maid, Brittany Gray. Senior maid, Nadia Fan. Nadia is being escorted by her father, Twan Fawn. She is the daughter of Twan Fawn and Brittany Carter. She is a part of the Sylvan Hills High cheer team, golf team, Avid, DECA, Youth Alive, Interact Club, and the president of the chess club. Senior maid, Nadia Fawn. Senior maid, Ariana Smith. Ariana is being escorted by her father, David Smith. She is the daughter of David Smith and Amanda Mitchell. She is a part of the Sylvan Hills High cheer team, DECA, Youth Alive, and the chess club. Senior maid, Ariana Smith. Senior maid, Kamaya Tackett. Kamaya is being escorted by her father, Maurice Tackett. She is the daughter of Maurice Tackett and Tia Proctor. She is the current American Legion Auxiliary Arkansas Girls State Governor 2024, Miss High School America 2024, former Miss Arkansas Teen 2022, Alpha Pi Alpha 2024 debutante, Interact Club President, Student Council Vice President. She's on the Sylvan Hills cheer team, track team, softball team, tennis team, Youth Alive, DECA, SAC, Mu Alpha Theta, National Honor Society, senior exec, Sherwood Mayor's Youth Council, and Rho Kappa. Senior maid, Kamaya Tackett. Senior maid, Bailey Verdell. Bailey is being escorted by her father, Josh Verdell. Bailey Verdell is the daughter of Josh and Brooke Verdell. Bailey is part of the Sylvan Hills High cheer team, chess club, FCCLA, and the Interact Club. Senior maid, Bailey Verdell. And now presenting to our homecoming court tonight, the crown bearer is Bryn James. Bryn is the daughter of Zach and Brooke James. Our football bearer is Eric Sparks Jr. He is the son of Eric and Brianna Sparks. Coming back tonight, we have our 2023 homecoming princess, Rachel Ray, and our head principal of Sylvan Hills High School, Mr. Tracy Allen. now it's time for the crowning of our princess and our queen. Your 2024 Sylvan Hills Homecoming Princess is Senior Nadia Fawn. And now for our 2024 Sylvan Hills High School Homecoming Queen, Senior Kamaya Tackett. Congratulations to Nadia and Kamaya. Help me give a big shout out to the Sylvan Hills High School Student Council for all their hard work for the homecoming court for 2024, making it a big success. Go Bears!
We on the hills, man. It's dose. Hey, let's go. I got that pride in me. I got that dog in me. I got my dogs with me. You know where you can find me. I got that pride in me. I got that dog in me. I got my dogs with me. You know where you can find me. Hillside, 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 hillside. Check me out. Let's go. Look, leaving no doubt, going all in. Business and ladies keep calling. Look at my schedule, it's filled in. For the right price, we can make sense. Never been a fan of the hate. Protect myself thanks to the maker. On the grind, call it running routes. Moving real smooth while we counting paper.
Hillside, 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 hillside. Hillside, 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 hillside. What you know about them bears? All the ops we running through. Sylvan Hills, what it do? Winning, what we gonna do? I'm a ball hog, got swift attack. I've been a winner, I stick to that. Team player, been a Mac, recognize past, then get the sack. Bears grinding at the line of scrimmage. Do our thing, see the end zone. Fourth quarter, it's time to finish. We coming hard, bring the win home. Big hit energy, chewing up all the ops like raw bait. All for one, we fight together. Let's win conference, get all state. Game day and I feel fine. To the fight, we will ride. Sylvan Hills, Bill Black will feel better. Know the deal on that hillside, man. Hillside, 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 hillside. Hillside, 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 hillside. What you know about them bears? All the ops we running through. Sylvan Hills, what it do? Winning, what we gonna do? Handle business Friday night, that's what it's time to do. Until we gone, we gon' represent that white and blue. Handle business Friday night, that's what it's time to do. Till we gone, we gon' represent that white and blue.
Back at it again, week 6. Big time matchup for the Bears as they will play host. It's homecoming week, and they will play host to the El Dorado Wildcats. So a little familiarity there. Coach J.J. Hoole with us this week. And Coach, Coach Hill still down there at Eldo. You know, do you guys kind of exchange game notes, or you know, what did he have to say to you? You know, kind of maybe when you got this gig, and what's it like interacting with one of the old guys?
Well, it's always good to get to talk to him. I mean, we're great friends when he worked here. We still are great friends, and you know, we worked well together when he was here. But I talked to him earlier this week, and you know, we just kind of talked about some of the struggles they're dealing with, some things we're dealing with, kind of some of the same struggles, and you know, but you know, we're on Friday night, we're across the field from each other, trying to beat each other as bad as we can, and then after that, man, we're you know, we both two guys working hard, trying to get the job done.
And I guess for you, I mean, kind of how comforting is that in the coaching world to kind of be able to lean on a guy, you know, if it's like, all right, we're kind of dealing with some of the same type of stuff, you can kind of, you know, bounce stuff off, or even just, you know, let it fly, just get some vents out.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to work with some great coaches, some guys that I've worked under, some guys I've worked with, and learned a lot from them. And you know, you only do things from the experiences you have, and you know, but you know, just being able to talk to guys across the state, other coaches, because you know, we think sometimes we're the only ones going through hardships and times, and that's not true. If you saw the scores last Friday night,
wild week.
It wasn't just the Bears that got it put on them, you know, like that. So it was some other good teams in Central Arkansas. And, you know, and I talked to a couple of those coaches, and it's just, you know, it's just where it is. And, but, yeah, you know, having guys you can talk to and relate to is always good to have.
Is there like an odd comfort in knowing, like, all right, I guess we weren't the only ones that, you know, took it on the chin?
Well, I mean,
it still sucks. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's, you know, not really a comfort, I guess you'd say, but just, you know, just like I said, realizing that we're not the only ones that are going through it and dealing with it. So, and Benton was a great team. I mean, Benton's they're firing on all cylinders, and man, of course, you know, I look back and I watched film with the guys, and you know, pull up a lot of clips that, you know, at the end of the day, once again, if we'll just do what we're supposed to do, you know, we have a guy in the backfield, we miss a tackle. He scores. Running back scores. You know, we worked all week on one guy having the tunnel, or one guy having the tailback flare, and the other guy looking for tunnel. Well, they both ran up on the flare, and they ran the tunnel right underneath us. We worked it all week. We knew they were going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And you tell the kid, he slaps his helmet, he's like, oh, and you're just like, oh, you know. And then, you know, some things some lack of communication in the secondary on some things got us burnt. And, you know, it's just, once again, it's always things you can do. But, you know, not taking anything with Benton. I mean, they got a great team, and you know, Coach Harris does a great job over there, his staff. And his kids are, you know, they got a lot of older kids they're playing that, you know, you can tell by the way they look. And, you know, they got it rolling right now. But like I said, at the end of the day, we didn't play good. We didn't do what we were supposed to do. And that's what happens.
So I guess give us a little peek behind the curtain. You know, when you get into a game like that, you know, on the sideline there, I know you do your best you can, be like, hey, you know, you got to stay in the game. Game's not over, kind of thing. But you know, we're all human. We kind of can notice it. But what do you guys do as a coaching staff to keep trying to find something to build on and kind of parlaying that into your players?
Yeah, you just, especially at halftime, you know, you come in and you tell them, okay, hey, it happened. First half happened. There's nothing you do about it now.
I can't change that.
I said, let's fix what we did wrong in the first half, fix it in the second half, and that can build momentum into next week and things like that. So, you know, just trying to fix things in the second half and play sound football and recognize our mistakes and try to win the second half. And I don't know if you call it winning the second half, but I mean, I know they played some JV guys. We played some younger guys, but we didn't let them score in the second half, so that was a positive.
There we go.
Offensively, we still didn't get anything going, but you know, defensively, we kind of slowed them down a little bit, and you know, that's something to build on.
And you know, when you get in games like that, you get a little bit of your depth in there. I mean, kind of how you guys approach that. Is it one of those things where it's like, all right, if you got an older guy who's a little farther down the depth chart, all right, he gets a little playing time, and even some guys that are a little, you know, maybe your 2s and your 3s, you know, just to get some game experience. Like, how important is some of that?
Well, it's tough, and people don't really get it, you know, especially when you're playing young guys. Like offensive line, we have 3 sophomores that start.
Yeah.
Well, you get down, and people, you know, you want to play other guys, but that's more reps for those young guys that are in there still. So it's hard to take those guys out to put another young guy in. And I get it, you know, we're down, but you know, them guys are young too. They need as many reps as they can get because they're going to play for us next week. We did get other guys in there,
Sure.
but we tried to let, especially the sophomores, those young guys, play as much as they can to get better, and use it as time to, try to fix your mistakes and get those reps, because at the end of the day, reps is a big deal. More reps you can get, the better.
Reps are always good. Another positive that we found kind of after the fact, Benton actually 0 for 5 on third down. So how about that?
Yeah, we start the game, and we played pretty good defense the first drive. We hold them to 4th and 20 or something.
Yeah.
And we let them throw one up and get a first down. Yes. And I'm just like, man. So we did some good things. We tightened up. We started. I felt like we started to understand a little bit as the game went on, down in distance on third down. When we need to be up, when we need to be back, and things like that. And I think it really helped us out. But we just led early, man. About 3 or 4 touchdowns, just dumb mistakes that got away from us, and it can change. If somebody explosive as them, it can change in a heartbeat. Yeah. So it's, it's tough. It's just tough.
I bet. And I know offensively the struggles kind of continue. Like you said, you're playing a lot of young guys on the offensive line. That's kind of where those things start. But, what did you see from your quarterback play? I mean, I know we kind of had one careless pass in there. But what did you think of his decision-making overall on the night, especially when he was under duress?
Yeah, Tyler's been doing good. I mean, he hit some guys and dropped the balls. I mean, and people, it just all – when it's going downhill, everything seems to go downhill.
Yeah.
And, he made some right reads, hit some guys in the hands, they dropped the balls. And he did have the one bad throw, and I went up to the side. I went up to him on the field, didn't yell at him or nothing, and I said, hey, what should we do? He's like, I know, Coach, throw it away. And I'm like, okay, you learn from, and I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make a play.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to make something happen. I get it. But the thing is, our skill guys, at the end of the day, we can do some things if we have time to get the ball out. And, that's just the struggle we have right now is and our guys up front, it's not that they're not trying.
Yeah.
It's really new to them. When you're a ninth grader playing up front, you may be the strongest, biggest one up there. Plus, the schemes aren't near as complicated. The defense is not doing so much. Then you get thrown into it now, and there's guys moving. There's guys that are bigger, faster, stronger, and it's just
gerbil fell off the wheel.
Yeah, it's not a good combination. But and that's why I just tell our guys, you just got to keep working, keep getting the reps, and we started with the gauntlet too. I mean, we got Marion and Benton right out of the gate, and anybody can say whatever they want, but they're pretty good football teams. Benton's going to be there at the end. They're going to be close, and Marion may be too. So, they're 2 really good football teams in our conference, and I probably think they're the top 2 in our conference. And so that kind of you get them early, and it is what it is. And then you got we got to focus on this week at homecoming. Got El Dorado coming in, like you said, and I told our kids, I said, hey, every game from here on out is a winnable game. If we play like we're supposed to and we do what we're supposed to do, we'll be in the ball games. If we miss tackles, we line up wrong, things like that, then you probably won't win. So it's very simple. We played JV last night, and we had the game. We had the lead with some time running down, and our secondary screwed up their coverage and left a guy wide open, and they score a long touchdown, and we get beat. And we just got to quit doing those things. We gotta think. We got to know what we're doing. We got to think before the play happens. Hey, if this happens, what do I do? What are we doing? Yeah. We got to be locked in.
So I guess kind of getting into this week here, hosting Eldo. I mean, homecoming. Let's start there let's kind of lighten the mood here. I mean, homecoming, always a fun week. You see the kids doing all the goofy stuff throughout the week. I mean, even for you, being an alum here, myself being an alum here, homecoming's always kind of special in a way. I'm sure you've got plenty of the old 03 class, getting after you. What's it like for the coaching staff to be a part of HOCO?
Well, our biggest thing is keeping our kids focused. There's a lot going on, and they get worried about, what they're going to wear to homecoming, who they're walking with. They make all these signs these days and hold them up. And I just want to make sure that football is still what we're focused on. We got a game Friday night, whether all this goes on or not. So there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. So we got to focus on that. And I want the kids to enjoy it. I want them to enjoy the day. But when it comes to that evening, it's time to lock in. It's time to lock in and get ready for the ball game.
Homecoming dance might be a little more turnt with a dub.
There's no doubt about it.
Just saying here.
No doubt. I may even go for a dub.
Hey, there you go. We got it on tape. There it is. So I guess just briefly here, El Dorado, let's go to the offensive side of the ball for them. What do they do well? What are some things that you have to be on the lookout for?
Yeah, it's funny offensively. He was a flex bone guy when he was here, and he's down there. He's running a little bit of that. He's in the spread, but he'll jump in the flex bone every once in a while.
Mix it up.
And the thing about it is, it's it makes you work on it. It makes you have to prepare for it.
Yep.
And if anybody I coached the offensive line, the flex bone, so I know what it's capable of if it's done right. And you got to be sound on defense. And so it's that he throws that little wrinkle in there that you have to prepare for.
Right.
And so you don't know what he's going to do. They don't have just one guy. Running back's a really good player.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's not one guy out there that feel like you have to stop. A lot of teams, they have a dude out there that, hey, we better know where he's at.
Right.
All their guys are, they're just good football players. And, we got to play good football and play with them, and I think we can. So, we just got to do our jobs and play our techniques, and I think we'll be in the ball game.
Now, when they go flex, kind of what sort of, I guess without giving away everything here, of course, we're at game time, so whatever. What are some of those adjustments? You throwing in some extra beef out there, maybe creeping up some of your secondary?
Yeah, you got to account for what he does. You got to be able to stop that fullback. He's going to run belly at you. You got to be able to stop that in the flex bone. When we used to run it in teams that didn't stop that, it was going to be a long night for them. So we got to be prepared to stop those things and still protect the edge because that's what it's set up for. It's set up for either you to jump out and run under or you jump in and run out. So it plays off of what you do. So we got a couple different looks that we have in our pocket that we can throw at it just to make sure if this one's not working, we can go to this. Some different things we can do and mix it up on it. So, but it's one of those things you just don't know how much time to spend on it. He could come out and run it 2 plays, or he could come out and sit in it all night.
Right.
You don't know. So. But yeah, we've just prepared like we normally do on the defensive side, but we've had to prepare for that and have a couple packages in for it.
And I guess defensively, how can you take advantage of them?
Yeah, defensively, just understanding what they're in the secondary. We can kind of see how they're lined up, what they're going to be playing, things like that. We got to be able to, see what coverage each side's in, whether they're mirror coverage or if they're comboing coverage or what they're doing. And we see where to take advantage. We just got to recognize it. And that starts with the quarterback, and that starts with us coaches as well. From up top saying, hey, this is what they're doing. They're doing what we thought they were going to do. This is what we need to be running. And, but at the end of the day, like we said, you can scheme up everything you want to. And but if you don't have time to throw it, if the guy ain't got time to get there and you get the ball off, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And so it's just got to start up front. It always does. And I think every game we've played this year, if we can hold them off up front and give time, we have things we're doing that are going to work. Yeah. And we just gotta give them some time, a little bit of time.
Well, Coach, we certainly do appreciate the time once again. Hopefully, it's homecoming. Got all the old schools back in here. Good day for a dub, if you ask me. No doubt. I hope everybody comes in and supports. And like you said, it is a good day for a dub. And, I think our kids are fired up about it. I think they believe they can win. So we're going to go out there and see what happens. All right. He'll cut up on the dance floor if they can get that win. We've got it here. So no doubt. There you go. Coach, again, we appreciate it. We got Sylvan Hills football coming up next. Go Bears.
What is going on, chat? It's homecoming night here at Bill Blackwood Field out here in Sherwood, America. Jay Berg, Chris Goodman with you here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. The Bears playing host to El Dorado, the Wildcats from down south this evening. Again, a homecoming festivities. We hope you were able to tune in a little earlier to take in some of those festivities. Big shout out to our princess, Nadia Fan, and your homecoming queen, Kamaya Tackett. Big ups, ladies. As we get you set here for the coin toss, El Dorado captains. You can see him on your screen there. Number 51, Jalen Caldwell, the senior defensive lineman. And that also looks to be number 33, Jeremy Brown, the outside linebacker. Can't tell who the Bears look like they're bringing out, but we'll figure it out, much like we do on this broadcast here.
Every week.
Every week. Bears looking to avenge this game, as they have been trying to do most of the year, actually. As they lost last year's affair down in El Dorado to the tune of 42-13. And we'll go over some of those stats here in just a hot second. Captains for the Bears. Oh, yeah, there we go. Use the screen. I'm not used to the screen here, fellas. How about that? Amazing what the technology does. We get Will in here producing the show because we had to give Pat the night off. But number 25, Ryder Hopper. 81, Lacoby Brent. Number 24, Malachi Summons. And number 8, that is Brady Hester. Oh, excuse me, that's number 3, Tyler Hampton. They're hiding behind him there. But as I was saying, last year, a bit of a disaster for the Bears, especially running the ball. A whopping negative 23 yards on the ground. However, they did throw the ball very effectively for 200 yards, albeit on 9 catches. So that's interesting. But for El Dorado, they racked up 265 yards passing, 149 yards rushing, and thoroughly dominated the Bears in time of possession. Does appear El Dorado has won the toss. They will elect to defer. Oh, I take it back. They will receive the ball. Sylvan Hills will be kicking off left to right on your screen. Big shout out to Jawan Smith in the chat. My brother, we are glad you're along for the ride. What would we do without you? But hey, we rattled off some pretty, woebegone stats there. But it's a new season, and this is a very different Bears team. El Dorado, as I'm sure many of you heard there in some of the pregame, dealing with some injuries, dealing with some turnover of their own, and they haven't had quite the season that they were hoping to have. But Chris, we kind of say it every week. What does it come down to? And I know we've heard Coach Houle, say it's consistency. It's something as basic like, hey, just do what we tell you to do, and you're going to be in the right position more times than not. But what do the Bears got to do to come out and win this game, you think?
Well, for this game and this week, now you get to just breathe. You got through Marion, you got through Benton, 2 of the top teams in 6A. Now you can just, you can relax, say, all right, we took our punches, we played the 2 big dogs. Now let's settle in. Let's come out in the third quarter, so to speak, and go after this Wildcat team. And I think one of the biggest things is just keep playing, and it's going to sound, controversial being 0-5 this season. Keep playing how you're playing because you've shown signs of being a good team. You just got to keep fighting, and one day it's going to click and it's going to come together. Tonight is the perfect opportunity for it. You get the bye week, you come back home, you play El Dorado. A little bit of history here with the coach.
Yeah.
It's a great night for football. You just got to put it together, and consistency, like you said, is the key. Just put it together, keep fighting.
Definitely one of those Chamber of Commerce type of evenings. Couldn't ask for better weather, especially for homecoming, as we've seen some of the band alumni out there. They're playing in the stands tonight. We've seen some of the cheerleader alums here. You and me, we're alums here.
Yeah.
We've been with you all year, so don't let that slip by, chat, as we get set for the Bears to take the field. But again, last year, just looking at third down conversions, Sylvan Hills struggled offensively. They've been struggling offensively on third down this year. 1 for 10 last year in this affair. Allowed 8 for 15 to El Dorado. Now, that is something defensively. It's kind of a quirky stat, but they've actually done pretty well on third down conversions on the defensive side. Yep. You got to hope that carries forward, especially in this affair. And you got to hope, too, that it's not in that sort of that territory, 30, 40-yard line where, it's too close to punt, too far to kick a field goal. Although I did see El Dorado's kicker warming up. Pretty good leg over there. But, from a defensive standpoint, this team hasn't been playing awful despite some of the scores. It's just, the one plays is the Bears take the field to a raucous crowd, to the raucous smoke and mirrors. How about that? It caught our producer Will way off guard there.
He's not used to it.
My man's had a heart attack here. They don't do this at Parkview. But defensively, though, that is one of the little odd standout stats. And like I said, the defense has been playing good, but not good at the same time. And it's been the big plays, and I know that's something that they've harped on week after week.
Well, it's kind of like, it's the same story almost with every team. When your defense is playing good, they can't carry you the entire time. There's been a couple of teams out there, at the college level, NFL level, where your defense has just carried you. Your offense maybe not as good as you want it to be, and your defense carries you. It's a little harder to do that in high school football. But if that defense, and I tell you, the offense is just one or two plays away from being in a lot of those games that they played this year, and even winning some. But the best defense sometimes is a good offense. You keep the other team off the field. You put together a long drive, almost like we've seen them do coming out the first drive of a game, first drive of a first half or the second half. Come out, put together a good long drive, score a touchdown. And you're like, wow, okay, if we can just do that every single time, which is a lot to ask. Do that every time, you'll be good. It's a lot. I say that it's a lot to ask of anybody, not just of Sylvan Hills, but if we can come out and put together a couple of drives and really just come out and be the first to punch in a game, come out and hit a good drive, almost like we did with Marion. We were the first to score, but then you got to stay at it. You can't let that other team get momentum. And that's one of the harder things to do sometimes.
Yeah, we did see it with Russellville.
Yep.
The Bears were able to score first, and then it was a bit of a back-and-forth affair. Had a couple of scores on them, and then just that snowball started rolling, just couldn't convert. They converted, hit a wonky play here and there. And, that game was a weird one in and of itself, but a game that they were in, which, been tough to say the past couple of weeks. But we are set to go here at Bill Blackwood Field. Tristan Trejo teeing it up for the Bears. And the kind of tweener kick, it's going to hit the ground, and barely rolls out of bounds. So it had a little backspin on it. And Bears, man, that thing hangs out there just a hair longer. Yeah. They may have had a shot at recovering that one, the old, 30-yard onside kick.
Yeah, it bounced kind of right in that sweet spot, right where Trejo probably wanted it to land. He just didn't get the bounce that he wanted. He got it to come
to the sidelines.
Yeah, he got it to come back a little bit, but it still went out of bounds. But that's what you like to see. If you can perfect that and you get some speedy guys over there, can start Kevin Kelly onside kicking everything and stealing some possessions.
They haven't jacked with the kickoffs at the high school level yet. Hopefully they leave those alone.
Yeah, I hope, because that new NFL kickoff, I ain't a fan of it.
I'm still trying to play into the strategy of it. Well, El Dorado with the snap there, just going to go for it there, as that's quarterback A.J. Gilmore. Met immediately there by Malachi Summons. No gain on the play, so a good start for the Bears. At least on the first play. Sorry, he's not the quarterback. He was the wideout on that play. Your quarterback appears to be, I believe that is number 8, Cannon Jacobs. So what a name for a quarterback. Let's see if he can back it up. 2 receivers split. Quick pitch out to the left side. That's Jeremy Samuel. Ball is down, and the Bears look like they have it. Sideline celebrating. Give me the point. Booing and yawing. Bears with the turnover, second play of the game. And Chris, we've been saying it. That defense, they've been playing good. They haven't been great. Big plays have been their Achilles heel.
Right.
Big play for them, though, right there. What do you think of that early on?
Well, there you go. That's what I said. You got to be the team that comes out and punches first and keep that momentum on your side. They did it against Russellville, and we saw where that led them late into the game. Now you got to come out here, great field position. You get the turnover, go get some points.
Yeah, and you got to do something with it. I think that's been the key here. Hampton hands the ball off. Patient run by number 21, Malachi Sherwin. About 2 yards on that one, so positive yards. That's always a good thing. But you like to see him being a little patient there. Hole kind of clogged up on him, though. But he did fall the right way. Offset shotgun for the Bears. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Sherwin goes in motion. Hampton steps up into the pocket and, just barely overthrows Tyler Blakely. And it always seems to be Blakely that just can't get one hit right in the chest.
Yeah.
He always seems like he's reaching for one.
Yeah, it almost.
And it looked like there was a little confusion over there.
That's what I was going to say. It almost looked like somebody had a whoops moment, but You got to be ready when that ball comes your way. I think if he's just a little bit more upfield, he probably could have split the safeties and scored there.
Third day for the Bears again. 2 to left, 2 to the right. Blakely in motion now. Dangerously close. Good
okay.
defense. Had the screen set up, but Lorenzo Smith, nah.
Yeah, I think you want your O-line to block just a little bit long. I mean, just a hair longer on that play so that you can get the defensive line to fully come upfield.
And what about putting maybe just a little loft, a little touch on that ball, too?
Sometimes you do want to float it a little bit. Well-designed play, just couldn't get it to hit there.
Good defense, though. I'll give him that.
Yep.
And check that. That was Jervalen Jr. at defensive end. Not Lorenzo Smith. Numbers are bunching up on me here. Hampton dropping back, throws it. Oh, in and out of the hands, and then in and out of the hands of the defender. But the ball will go over on downs. Pass was intended for Ryan Parham. A little high for him. He did get a bit of a hand on it, and it bounced in and out of the hands of A.J. Gilmore. So the Wildcats stand pat. And unfortunately for the Bears, they will turn the ball over. But, hey, defensively, they're off to a good start. We'll see if they can keep that momentum. El Dorado up the middle. Jeremy Samuel on the play. Looked to be about 4 yards.
Yeah, you know, Sylvan Hills on that offensive drive there, they ran the ball and then threw it 3 straight times. I don't know if we've seen that a whole lot on any drives.
Hadn't seen that a lot, that's for sure.
So they may have seen something in film they want to take advantage of, maybe something to watch.
Well, I mean, last year, that was the only way they could get any positive yardage. Drops back to pass, floats it up, and he is wide open, drops it right in the breadbasket, and that is 7-on-7 crime right there as A.J. Gilmore just absolutely torches Egan Hall for the score. 56-yarder, and just like that, and just like we were saying, defense playing good overall, but they give up the big plays. Boom, there's the big play as Gilmore gets way behind the defense. And, I mean, heck, I'm a man. I'm 40. I probably could have hit that guy in stride there, too.
Yeah,
that's how wide open he was.
A very, very well thrown ball there. Yep.
So a little over 2 minutes played in this one. El Dorado now up 7-0. And this is where, you know, you really got to lean on your offense to, you know, do something. I mean, we've seen this way too many times with this Bears team. The defense will come through, make a big play. Offense kind of comes out and stutters. Or not stutter, but they sputter. Much different.
Yeah, and that, you know, that's what I was saying. Sometimes a good defense is a good offense. You get your offense out there that can put some plays together. And granted, that first drive, a couple of those pass plays were just, I mean, inches away from working.
Oh, yeah, they were there. Just got to execute on them.
Right. So, you know, hopefully the offense can come out and get something going here and settle in. And, you know, you're a score behind now, but that you just got to keep fighting.
Back deep for the Bears. Number 1, Joseph Thompson. I believe that is also number 16, Nigel Casey. El Dorado just puts it out there in no man's land, and the Bears fall on the ball. That was recovered by, I believe that was Kai Griffin. Oh, check that. That was Brady Hester. Not terrible starting field position. Beyond the 30. I believe that is the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. So Bears with plenty of room behind them.
And you just gotta get some slow, but you know, even if it's slow, get some positive yards on offense and get something you can keep building off of.
Looks like the 34-yard line got him there. Or, excuse me, the 28-yard line on the tackle.
And what is that over there? The Guatney son made a tackle there.
How about that?
Hey, man, that turf monster will get you every time. I'm just going to say.
One of those nights so far. 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Hampton rolling to his right. He's got time, finds a man wide open. And that is close to a first down. Looks like they're going to give him the yardage.
Yeah.
And that is Lacoby Brent, who has struggled with a case of the dropsies most of the year, but comes up clean there.
Yeah, I got nervous when he turned around. It looked like he was going to try and reach out, and that's you don't want to do. No, we got a flag.
Well, it's all for naught because it's a holding penalty. So unfortunately for Lacoby Brent, it does not go down on the books as anything, which seems to be the Bears' MO so far this season. So that'll back him up 10 from the spot. So now Bears faced with a 2nd and 24 from behind the 20. It looks like they're right at the 19-yard line. So another thing that the Bears have struggled with at times is when they hit a big play, the self-inflicted wounds.
Yep.
Hampton rolling to his left now. Could be something we'll focus on tonight. He's got a lot of room to run. If I was him, I'd take off. He does. He's got some room. Fights off a tackle. Gets a lot of that yardage back.
Yeah, the closing speed by who is that, number 0?
Yeah, had the good
Spencer
angle there.
Poole.
Spencer Poole, yeah.
He can't. Yeah, he shot out of a cannon right there. Great open field tackle for him. As a Bears fan, you don't like that, but as a football fan, that was an excellent play there by that linebacker.
That was a great play. But also, too, you like to see Hampton just tucking and going, especially when there was just nobody on the right side of the field.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't make that decision and tries to hold on to it a little bit longer. You like to see that.
Rolling back out again, lets it fly, and a little high, intended for number 4, Colin Billings. So the Bears with negative yardage on the drive, looking like they will have to punt.
And that's when you need one of those good classic punts out of them to put them on the 5 or 10, 5-yard line.
Would be nice to see him bomb away on this one. High snap, corralled, and it's blocked. Blocked by El Dorado, picked up, and they are going to score. Marcevius Ishmael picks up the blocked punt, and just like that, the Bears are down 2 scores in this one.
Yeah, that one, the front line, you want them to block just a little bit better, and then we had a high snap. You can't have 2 things go wrong at once on special teams. You just can't, and this is why they get the block, and then, good on the Wildcat player there to pick it up and run with it rather than just falling on it. They get a touchdown out of it.
Oh, boy.
Now you really need your offense to come out and put something together here.
Extra point is down, up, and good, and just like that, 14-0. 8:44 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they're the self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah, that's self-inflicted again.
To Sylvan Hills, you get a good play. Lacoby Brent makes a great catch, fights for the first down, then you got holding. Then you can't recover from that. I mean, that's at every level. Penalties will get you every single time. Got to find a way quickly in this game to clean that up a little bit and start hitting some of these pass plays. And here you got to be smart on special teams. They're gonna, if they do it again, they're gonna kick it right there in between number 2 and who is that over there, number 14 or 19 rather. They're gonna kick it right in between them. Looks like they've squeezed those guys in a little bit.
Yeah, squeeze them in a little bit.
Got to be ready for something here because you go up 14-0. If I'm with El Dorado, I'm wanting to get that ball back immediately and deliver a knockout punch early.
Well, and you had to know that they watched that Benton tape.
Yep.
And saw what they did. Come out, put pressure on the quarterback because the Bears have not handled it well at all this year. And, just make a play here and there. And the snowball is rolling. So deep kick, and it goes out of bounds. Bears will take over at their own 35, looking to get some positive yards here.
Yeah, you got to get something going in your direction. You got to get that momentum meter swinging back your way. Coming off another.
Well, yeah, and you don't want to, lose another game basically in the first quarter.
Right. Now, you've had that happen, the last 2 weeks playing some pretty good teams. You got to keep it together and fight here.
Little room to run there for the Bears. That was Jeremiah Carey with the burst up the middle, about 9 yards on the play. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, they got to get something going. Something going. No penalties there. You gain 9 yards. You got to keep it going now.
Yeah. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Caleb Harrison sort of in a H-back, fullback, sort of a hybrid little spot there. Carey didn't know where to go. Quick throw out to the left side and hit him with a little space there. That was Nigel Casey, but lost his footing trying to cut up field. No gain on the play for the Bears. So those are the things that have to frustrate you. When you hit it, you execute half the play, but then something like that tends to happen, and when you're on the losing streak that the Bears are on, it always seems that those things only happen to the Bears.
Right.
Quick throw out to Harrison, and he fights his way upfield. Oh, I was looking menacing there for a minute. Pushed out of bound by Jaquavian Hampton.
I think that's something that they could, input more as that H-back tight end coming out. Some routes to him maybe a little bit because everybody's going to focus on the receivers and focus on the run game.
Oh, yeah.
If you can sneak him in there somehow, that's dangerous to your offense.
Well, especially coming across the field. I know you're a big fan of those drag routes.
Yeah.
I for one, am too. That was always a go-to in NCAA for me, especially if it was a short yardage situation. Hampton pulls the ball back, tucks it and goes, maybe gets 3 yards. Ball's out. Or did they mark him down?
I think they may say
I believe they're going to give him the whistle. So Bears catch a break.
Yeah, close.
So, yeah, about 4 yards. The long 3, short 4. So Bears catch a break on that one as Hampton pulls the ball on the option. So 2nd and 7 now. El Dorado looking like they're going to bring some pressure off the right side. And again, if you watched any of that Benton tape, you'd have known that they wrecked up the middle. No pull this time. That's Jeremiah Carey. So a bit of a 3 yards and a cloud of dust on this portion of the drive.
Yeah, that's all right, though. I saw a couple of good blocks. Tony, 66, had somebody down the field.
We saw a pancake out there.
Yeah, I mean, that if you can get your offensive line, who grantedly has struggled a little bit this season, if you could get some confidence and start
doing something,
being the more physical players out there, that can be good.
Hampton under duress, and he will get sacked. He had guys open. He just didn't have time to do anything with it. So all 6 of those yards gained on that set of downs evaporates as the Bears were sacked in the backfield to the loss of about 7 yards.
Yeah, it looked like they brought the linebacker off the edge there, and we didn't have anybody to block for him. And
had a clean look.
Yeah, the routes weren't open yet, and Hampton had to just
hard to get open in 0.5 seconds, really, but because they were in his hip pocket right from the jump. Bears set the punt. We'll see if it goes a little better this time. Bears were definitely bunched up a little more. Great punt. Might be a little too much. Oh, lands in the end zone. El Dorado will take over at the 20.
Yeah, that's one of the punts he needed to get off earlier that was blocked.
Feels like it's been a while since we've seen this El Dorado offense on the field. Just a little under 5.5 left here in the first quarter. They are back on the field. Cannon Jacobs, the junior, back there. Empty backfield, 3 to his right, 2 to his left. Can the Bears do anything? He's sitting back, and it looks like the exact same play that they scored that first touchdown on. A.J. Gilmore just drops right in the bucket, and it doesn't look like he's doing much of anything other than just going and kind of peeling towards sort of a skinny post.
Yeah, I mean, he's – in that time, we had number 10 there with him. He was not bad coverage, just a well-thrown ball. And then that dude's got –
the defender.
that dude's
Carson
got
Fuller just
speed. So you can't coach speed, man. He's booking it down the field.
Well, and the secondary has struggled this year. We've mentioned the big plays. Handoff this time for the Wildcats. Met immediately at the line. Maybe get a yard on that one. And frankly, though, if I'm El Dorado, I'm throwing the ball until they can stop it or we stop ourselves. The Bears have not been able to stop the pass at all. I know it's one of those things, you got to keep them honest, but, I mean, why?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'd keep going at it until they can stop it. Sylvan Hill's got to find some sort of answer here on defense.
Well, they had a pretty solid answer there. Cannon Jacobs drops back. Had the screen. Oh, and that's a dangerous ball. Do have a late flag. Not sure what that may have been. Looked like it's around the line of scrimmage.
Over on the far side.
Yeah. Officials are conferring. Ineligible receiver downfield for the Wildcats, it does appear. Not sure if the Bears will accept it. They are talking it out, though. The flag is now waved off, so no penalty to discuss at all. So no harm, no foul, really. And frankly, if I'm Coach Houle, I'm declining that one anyways and make it at least a little tougher on them. 3rd and 8 at the 40. Empty backfield. We've got 4 receivers to the left, which you don't see that often. But it looks like it's causing a bit of chaos. That could have been a penalty. Slightly overthrown ball there. Josiah Moore meant to be the receiver, but somebody got their clock clean coming across the middle.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it was within that 5-yard boundary, so, hey, no harm, no foul. Ball wasn't up yet. That's close, but no cigar.
That's exactly what you want to do when they're in that 5 yards. Knock them.
El Dorado looking like they're going to go for it. And it does look like they will have an empty backfield, but it looks like they may, well, not sure what exactly is going on right now. The play clock is stopped. And now we are set to resume. 4th and 8. And again, this has been an Achilles heel for the Bears, these 4th and longs for some reason. Bears trying to bring some late pressure. That's Jablanowski. Flag is out. It's in that holding territory. But Cannon Jacobs did get enough for a first down. Let's check the flag. Like I said, that's kind of in that holding territory.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be a hold or one of those, I think they call it a chop block, where you got somebody up high and they hit you low. It's going to be a hold.
Yep, we got a hold. So that'll back up the Wildcats. Looks like they're going for it again. But we've seen this from the Bears. In fact, just last week, what was it, a 4th and 25 that Benton converted.
Yep.
We're looking at not quite that here, maybe about 4th and 20.
Well, whatever they do, they need to find where number 7 is and don't let them run.
Don't let them run behind you. There he is, the double reverse, looking like they might have done the double pass. Cannon Jacob wide open, but it does not look like it's going to work out. I think Paxton Strong was supposed to throw that ball. He had Jacobs on the running down the sideline. He had him wide open, but he was dealing with a little pressure, so really didn't see him there. And the Bears defend that well.
Yeah, there you go. That's one play that you can now, you're not going to swing momentum all the way back on your side. You're not going to score 14 points on one play, but that's one small step in the right direction to where you can continue building some momentum. You just got to get something from your offense here.
Yeah, they stopped the bleeding, if you will. But, yeah, the offense, it's the meme of the guy poking them with a stick. Do something. Tyler Hampton doing something here. Colin Billings,
there
great.
You go.
Oh, and he dropped the ball. Oh, he had it and couldn't tell if he got a hand in it or the helmet caught it right where he needed it. Incomplete pass. And that has also been something that has plagued the Bears. The dropsies. We've seen that plenty of times this year where they just don't seem to be sure-handed. I don't think he was ready for the hit there.
Yeah, watching the replay, looks like he may have just gotten hit right in that sweet spot and he dropped the ball.
Great play. Empty backfield for the Bears. Quick throw. Looked like that was intended for Jeremiah Carey.
Yeah, it may have been too quick.
A little too quick on the trigger, but again, he was under pressure, and I would fully expect El Dorado to send some pressure on this play. If you've watched this Bears team this season, they don't operate well when you put them under pressure. I know a lot of times you have the tendency to want to drop back knowing, it's a passing play. They're obviously going to throw.
Yeah, we handle it well there. Just got to get rid of the ball.
Just got to do something with it. Nobody's open, and he's going to have to throw it away. And another offensive drive comes to a screeching halt for the Bears. So 3 and out here after the defensive stand. Not really what you want to see. Not even yardage.
Yeah, you gotta figure out a way to get that run game going.
Well, you got to figure out to get something going. You got to catch the ball. You got to block. Everybody bunched up on the line here. Nobody out wide. Something's got to give. El Dorado almost had a shot at it there. Good tackle. That was A.J. Gilmore on the punt reception. And the Wildcats look like they will take over at about their 25-yard line. 3:29 left here in the first quarter. 14-0 El Dorado with the lead. And they have held the Bears in pretty good check so far. Bears defensively haven't looked terrible, but again, the big plays have plagued them. And also El Dorado making the special teams difference so far.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the Wildcats have up their sleeves this go-round. They're going for the run up the middle, which has been a problem for the Bears. Riley Jablanowski picking a man out of midair. Jeremy Samuel, to be precise. But that was about a 5-yard gain for the Wildcats. El Dorado getting set. El Dorado looking like they're trying to get the running game going a little bit. I don't think we've seen them run 2 in a row.
Yeah, they may be trying to now bleed some clock off because you got a 2-score lead. If you can take some time off the clock and keep scoring, that's the downside of being Sylvan Hills right now, is you're kind of stuck in a bad position.
Yeah. So big third down here for the Bears. Oh, and that's going to be close. He's a little closer than I thought. Looks like he got 1.7 yards when they needed the full 2.
Yeah, that was a good stop there.
That was a good stop.
Is that
And
Ducey?
surprisingly, El Dorado punting here.
Huh. I'd watch for a fake right here.
I would absolutely watch for a fake right here.
From what they've shown this game so far, that's...
Well, from just the way this season has gone for Sylvan Hills. 3 goes in motion. Could be nothing. Could be a lot of something. They do punt it away. The end-over-end kick. It's going to get the friendly get away from the ball.
Get away from the ball.
Oh, it is just this team's luck that would have just hit Carson Fuller on the calf, and El Dorado is going to be right there for it.
Get away from the ball.
Oh, it's too early in the game for heart palpitations like that. Jeez.
That was like the Razorback player a couple weeks ago. Dude, why are you so close to Isaiah Satania?
Yeah,
man?
why
Who
get that? Why even make it that close? You know, if the ball hits the ground, just run away from it.
Yeah.
Don't run to it. I mean, I'm not a special teams coordinator by any means, but jeez, I don't know. That always gives you a little antacid there. All right, Bears take over. Tyler Hampton fakes the handoff, takes it himself, popped really good there. But it looks to be about a 5, maybe 6 yard gain for him.
Yeah,
Could be something to watch there.
Bertavian
will we
Brown.
see? Yeah, no, lay in the wood.
Yeah, that was a nice hit.
But is this going to be something that the Bears might try to give a go, just running Hampton, since, you know, the throwing part isn't going so well, but not anything that he's doing. Great cutback, but unfortunately just nowhere to go for Brian Buchanan.
Yeah, I could see him, trying to run Hampton a little more. As much misdirection as you can throw in there, you got to be able to block for it, though. You got to be able to get your line to move some guys up front and keep going. And Hampton and the other guys got to be able to run. And there you have a hole, but this El Dorado defense so far is just flying to the football.
Well, 3rd and 7 for the Bears. Looking like this will be the last play of the third quarter. Not sure what the Wildcats are trying to bring. And he caught it, and that is looking like it's a first down for the Bears. Can't tell who that is. Looks like that's Tyler Blakely. And I thought he got out of bounds. There we go. Oh, that was Nigel Casey. And it will do it for the first quarter. So after one, you see it there. El Dorado 14, and the Bears so far nothing, but they do have a little something cooking here. We'll see if they can get this thing going in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network.
One of the many things I love about working at PCSSD is the colleagues that I work with.
One of the things that I love about working for this district is being seen.
I don't have to know everything. If I need to have somebody to collaborate with, I can always reach out to somebody, and I know I'll be able to help.
I truly feel that the district cherishes me, and that inspires me to be the best educator I can be.
The reason why I love PCSSD is because we have Avid. We use Avid to add value to our students' lives and to create opportunities post-high school.
I love working in PCSSD because it truly feels like a family that cares. Our diversity of the population is amazing. My colleagues are true professionals, and the administration has always had my back when I ask for help. This place rocks.
Second quarter action getting underway here. Bears driving right now. We'll see if they can make anything of it. Formation gets adjusted. Tyler Hampton gets rid of it. Ball is out, and it looks like it popped right to El Dorado. Oh, my goodness. Oh, fumble on the play. Ball goes up, and that's never a good sign when the ball goes up. And it looked like it fell right into the hands of Josiah Crosby. Well, just when you thought you could think of anything, I mean, Jiminy Christmas. It didn't look like The running back really had good possession of the ball. El Dorado just crunched the line.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do?
I mean, the El Dorado right now is flying to the ball faster than I think any team all season has, and that's not good for the Bears.
Wide receiver screen out to the right side.
Got a flag for holding, I think.
We do have a
on the
flag for
receiver.
holding. That was Josiah Moore on the reception. And that is definitely holding on the Wildcats.
There is polyester on a Ponderosa.
And we'll signal it one more time just for good measure. Just to make sure everybody understands that was holding on the Wildcats. So that'll back them up 10. And it'll be 1st and 20 from the 35. Still pretty good field position. Not sure. This seems to be another one of those games where the Bears have not been across the 50 yet. And that is definitely a gut punch there when you say it out loud.
Yeah, not what you want to hear if you're a fan of the blue and white. Man.
Oh, jeez. And we've got another flag. Looks like it might be a false start. It sure is. So give me another 5 on that one. So back up to the 40. 1st and 30, and surely the Bears can manage this.
You got
just
to
don't let 7 behind you.
You got to take advantage of this. You just have to. I mean, there's no other. They know it. Coaches know it. The fans know it. Man on the Moon knows it. You got to take advantage right here.
Cannon fakes the rollout. He's got his time. Oh, and it is up high. Oh! I don't think he was going to come down with that, even if he did catch it. He looked like he had half a leg out of bounds. But once again, A.J. Gilmore running behind the secondary. And, you know, if I'm the Bears, I'm more concerned with that than relieved that the ball fell incomplete.
I just.
And heck, if I'm El Dorado, do it again.
I
But
mean,
boy, he hung that one.
Yeah, what a good throw by the quarterback.
Yeah, even if
there.
he came down with that catch, that foot was out of bounds.
A little bit better of a catch. That's 6 for El Dorado, man. That's 7 with 6 for El Dorado.
Well, yeah, gee whiz. Cannon Jacob looks to the sideline as they get the call in. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Looks like that's Jeremy Samuel to his left, and El Dorado. A little trouble getting the play in. They will burn their first time out of the first half. So, you know, once again, if you're the Bears, hey, just key number 7 going deep, especially when it's 2nd and 30. You know they're going to try to pick up some chunk here. They're not going to run the ball right now. They surprisingly have not been very successful at running the ball this evening. Of course, that's I just jinxed it, really, is what happened there.
Well, I mean, if I'm, and again, I don't question any coaches, but if I'm out there, I'm putting Josiah Rainey, who's probably your fastest DB. I'm going to put him out there on number 7 and just say, hey, don't let him burn you. Do not let him burn you.
And I don't think he's out there tonight.
Well,
I haven't seen him.
And
I know he did get dinged up a little bit last week, so they might just be holding him out.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you've got Joseph Thompson over there. And I mean, geez, you almost double team him. And then maybe go half zone on the other side of the field. Nonetheless, we'll give it another go here. 2 to the left, 2 to the right for Cannon Jacobs. Quick throw, and there's some space out there. Closed up fairly quickly, so not a huge gain, maybe about 10 yards.
We do have a flag
on the
over
play.
there.
We've got another flag, the unsponsored flag. And from the look of it, it might be against El Dorado.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if I'm a business in Sherwood or just Central Arkansas, especially for this broadcast, I don't know about any other ones, but
I'm not sure. Maybe Maumell's got a few flags.
I'm sponsoring the flag.
Because I know that Maumell still in here. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's where it all started this season.
We were, Stripes were, looks like an illegal shift. Well, I missed that one personally, but, you know, whatever works. So 2nd and 35 now. Oh, well, 30. I guess I'm, well, you lose count after a few penalties. El Dorado way back. Bears dropping a few.
Oh, that's
just throw. Oh man! Well, Bears get the sack. I would probably decline that because you're getting about the same amount. What is that? About a loss of about 10. I mean, maybe just 8. But heck, I'd decline that penalty.
Yeah, decline it
if you can decline it.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I think it was a hold.
That was definitely 100% a hold.
Yep, holding call there. Definitely declined, but you still get the yardage out of it. So, third, I mean, what are we at? Whatever at this point, a bus ride. Yeah, darn near 40.
Well, now, and what you're doing defensively is you're giving your offense a chance to have some pretty decent field position depending on the punt. So you got to do everything you can to try and help that offense out.
So I'm pretty sure at this point, it was just pointed out to me, Jablinowski looked like he had a beat on that one. Squeezes past him, and only about a 6-yard gain. And that's a little extracurricular there, so that's looking like it might be against the Bears. Yeah, that'll be a 15-yarder tacked on. Now, it's definitely not going to be enough for a first down, but it does make things a little more menacing.
You gotta, come on, man.
That's kind of foolish. You shoot yourself in the foot there. But it was just pointed out to me that I believe El Dorado has more penalty yards than the Bears do offensive yards right now. So
you gotta change that.
If that tells you anything how this one's going.
You gotta change that.
So 4th and 15. So, I mean, this one a lot more doable for El Dorado, but it looks like they're going to kick the ball. And we're looking at about a 46-yarder, give or take. Kicking from the 37, about 47-yarder. This is Cooper Henry, and he clubs it. Wow. Had room to spare on that one, so easily puts up the 47-yarder. Geez, he may have had that one from 55.
Yeah.
Sheesh, that's a weapon.
If I'm Arkansas, I'm calling.
Well, just when you think you had something there, and then that's what a penalty will do to you. So the extra 15 definitely provides the extra boost for El Dorado there. So those are free points that the Bears just gave away.
Yeah, with that penalty, I mean that's a 3-yard swing, right, or a 3-point swing right there.
I mean, you got to score points, I guess, for it to be a swing.
Yeah.
So 17-0 now, 10.5 left here in the first half. Well, we'll see what the Bears can do offensively here. Barring that they hold on to the ball here on the kickoff, weird things happen. If anything can go wrong for the Bears this season, oh boy, it has. Kick is away. And Bears are just going to down it at the 25-yard line, where they will start their drive. Recovered by Marcus Hurd.
Now you just got to put together some plays on offense, and it's going to be the same story. They go on offense every time. You just got to put something together. Keep fighting downfield. You have to get points. I mean, thankfully you hold them to a field goal there, but you got to get points. You got to. We're in the second quarter now. A couple of minutes passed. You have to.
Again, meme with the guy with the stick poking something. Do something. And Jeremiah Carey doing a little something big time. Stiff arm there. Sideline wants a bit of a face mask. They might have a case, but they let it slide. 6 yards on the carry. 4 carry.
And you start ahead of the chains here. Now you got to stay there. Don't get a penalty. Don't, something. You got to keep going.
Oh, he's under duress. And the screen pass coming back the other way to carry. He's got a first down and then some. And he's still going.
Oh, he's way out of bounds, I thought.
Cut back. Yeah, I couldn't tell here, but they didn't play till the whistle. So big gain for the Bears.
I thought he may have been.
I thought he stepped out, but what do we know, right?
I'll take it. Let's see here on this replay. You can't really.
Can't tell,
inbounds.
Everybody kind of thought the same thing. Oh, he stepped out.
Maybe he was inbounds.
Empty backfield for the Bears, and Hampton going to take the sack way in the backfield. He had some guys open, but just not enough time to do anything. And that's kind of been defense's bread and butter. And he is way back.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's a drive killer right there, despite it being second down. But it is 2nd and 24. Bears back on their own side of the field. So the big play, followed up by a big play the other way. Hampton drops back under pressure and just cannot get away from it. And he's got to get rid of the ball. He's got to get rid of the ball. He's got to do something. He keeps turning into the pressure. Just run. If you're going to run, because you got to buy some time. Now, granted, you're in the pocket. You can't necessarily throw the ball away.
I don't know if they. I don't know if they got an answer right now on that drive for the pressure. It's coming right in the middle, the center and the guards. They're just throwing everybody in the kitchen sink right down the middle, right at them, and they're not having an answer.
Well, like I said, that's been the Achilles heel for this Bears team is they can't adjust to the pressure at all, and Hampton seems to run into the pressure. So Kobe Brent with the catch. Ooh, almost had some room there. They get a lot of the yardage back, but it is now 4th down, and it looks to be about 15. Well, if you're the Bears, you go for it. Well, I guess not. So Bears looking like they will punt.
And now if you're the punter, you want to get your sand wedge out and just get a little chip shot onto the green.
That's right. You want to put it right about maybe the 15 if you can get a little bounce with it.
Yep.
Or if you rugby it, hit it about the 25, let it get some bounce. I'm not sure that Tyler Scott's got any rugby in it. And they fake it. He's got,
man.
It was there.
Yeah, he was down.
And I guess the ball came out. Either way, it's disastrous for the Bears. I guess they're going to say well, no, they're going to say he was down.
Yeah.
Well, the other team recovered, so I don't think that matters either way. Nonetheless, El Dorado gets the ball, turnover on downs.
Yeah, and
not sure I get that one. I'm all for a fake punt myself. But, you got to know the limits of your team, I guess. And this team has not been able to outrun anyone all year.
Yeah, they're El Dorado just way too fast.
Solid stick by Jablanowski. Man falls forward. Probably about 3 yards, maybe 4 on the play. Oh, and he's got room out there. Great design. Oh, touchdown saving push out right there. That was Josiah Moore, who had nobody within 10 yards of him out there in the left flat. Great design.
Yeah, they kind of set it up, a little RPO. They set it up for a QB run, and then he has the option to throw it. And I mean, when your guy's that wide open, why not just give it to him? If I'm the quarterback and I know that guy's a little more athletic, here, have it.
Well, the quicker you get it out there, the more space you're going to have. So the reverse Well, merely more of a handoff, just going the other way, and Thompson finally brings him down, but they are now inside the Boyd Law Firm red zone as El Dorado gets it down to the 9-yard line. So shout out to the Boyd Law Firm here. They finally get a little love as somebody finally gets into the red zone tonight. Been a lot of big plays. And you can't be in the red zone when you're on your own 20. Bears got to buckle down here. Motion. Man, right up the middle. And, oh, man, the motion got him as Jeremy Samuel just walks in untouched. And the Wildcats are starting to put it on as they are now up 23-0.
Yeah, that was.
And this game is going the way as we've seen most of the year here early on.
Yeah, and this was the game you needed to come out and capture momentum back on your side. Homecoming, you get a winnable game at home. You just got to come out and fight. So far, Sylvan Hill's not able to put it together. You almost kicked that ball over there to the church that's over there. Man, that was a good PAT
golly,
there.
Man, dial it back a little bit there, young blood.
But yes, it's you just got to find the answer. I'm not sure if there are answers, but you got to find them if there are and put something together on offense. Find a way to deal with the pressure. Take it one problem at a time. Find a way to deal with the pressure, then find a way to get the ball to guys, then find a way to get downfield. You just got to find, don't focus on the big picture. Yeah, you got to
find something.
Focus on one small thing and keep fighting.
Kicking off for the Wildcats. For the Bears is number 15.
Well, Joseph Thompson and Cabrian Buchanan are back deep for the Bears. They haven't quite gotten the ball yet, as things seem to be getting kicked kind of in that intermediate range. A lot of space up there, but I think, as you mentioned, they look like they're tightening it up each time they go out there. Oh, and an unlucky bounce, and it is just out there. Oh! Met immediately, hit high. Not a face mask, though, as that was a lot of shoulder pad.
Yeah, he just caught him with the right momentum right there on that shoulder pad and just drug him down. Now, El Dorado, they've got a fast team so far looking like tonight.
And this game is so thrilling. We got one of the gals in front of us here checking out Amazon, looking at boots.
There you
if
go.
If that tells you anything. Oh, yeah, go with the brown heels. I dig it. It's getting close to that season, I guess. You got to get ready.
Yeah.
7 minutes left here in the first half. We'll see if the Bears can, do something. Tyler Blakely in motion. He gets the ball out. Finally gets it with a little momentum. He stays in bounds and get out of the way of 74. That's a big fella right there.
You're going to get a flag, too.
Oh, that looked like must have got him a couple feet out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he was just in that sweet spot.
He looked like he was trying to lay up, but I think he hit and then threw the hands up. So good try there, big fella.
Sometimes when you're that big, it's hard to stop the momentum. I know. I mean, once you get going, it's hard to stop.
It's hard to stop a train. Robert Smith, though, the big-time sophomore. And if he's already that big, that fella, he going to be a problem for you in the next couple of years. So Bears get a first down. Would have been close either way, but the penalty gives them a little bonus. Here comes the pressure. Oh, they wiggle out of a tackle. And that's Ryan Parham on the reception.
And sometimes you got to create a little magic for yourself and get something to happen.
Well, that's probably the best I've seen all year, just on that one play. Sylvan Hill's handling any kind of pressure. In fact, Hampton even dropped his arm angle. You saw on that one. So, Hetty, you'd like to see more of that. You'd like to see more of that consistently if they're going to bring pressure in order to break it up. Hampton again under pressure, and now he's just got to get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to. Well, they're going to give him that. Was there anybody in the area at least? All right, well, no grounding there. as one of the running backs was in the area, if you will.
Yeah, so far standing in the pocket.
Oh, well, the flag is out now.
Hell.
Well, I spoke too soon. Maybe they rethought that.
Well, let's make a bad thing worse.
Yeah, well, there's the intentional grounding. So Hampton's decision-making been very questionable tonight, just to be polite about it.
I mean,
he's not had a good game. There's just no other way to put it right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he has the time to even make a good or bad decision right now. The El Dorado is almost like they have the snap count. You're just right on top of him as soon as he snaps the football.
Yeah, seems to be a lot of that going on this year.
No, I think it's 10. I think
it was just spot of the foul. Yeah, it's like you get that in the yardage. Well, not the yardage, but the down.
Who knows anymore?
Well, who knows? Whatever. Hampton drops back. He's going to let one fly. He's got two guys to throw to. I believe that was Lacoby Brent who came up with it.
To a first down.
Pretty close to a first down. Heck, at this, he might be a yard short. Which officials got the spot? I think they're about a half yard short. So why not at this point?
Yeah, load the box up with the heaviest.
Load the box up and throw it out wide.
Yeah.
That's right. Hit that drag route. Give me the drag route. Give me a quick, quick running back in the flat. Hey, get Harrison involved. Get him out there. Get the tight end, H-back out there. Well, it looked like they were trying to draw him off sides. Bears are probably going to take a timeout here. Play clock's at 0, but I don't know if that ever got reset.
Oh,
in and out of the hands, and it looked like he was going to hit immediately anyway. So
yeah, that pass, that one's a slider, not a fastball.
Yeah.
You don't want to just rocket that thing, man.
Yeah, you got to lead him a little bit. That way his momentum carries him forward. But nonetheless, that one goes in and out of the hands of Jeremiah Carey. And the Bears will once again turn it over on downs when they looked like they had a little hope there.
Was that to the short side of the field, too? Yes, that's why I asked that.
Bears back on defense, see if they can clamp things up before the end of the first half. Fake handoff. Handoff goes the other way, so kind of a counter play, if you will, and El Dorado with big-time yards there. No flags on the play. They look like they're starting to chew up the Bears and spit them out. That was Jeremiah Warner, the sophomore, so it looks like El Dorado is just rotating a stable of running backs right now.
Yeah, and shout out to Monte Livingston on that one, 64. He blocked two guys out there on that edge. Man.
Must be nice. Man in motion. He will get the ball. Trapped in the backfield. Gets out of one tackle. Can't get out of the other. Zayden Woodard finally making himself known.
I don't think we've said Woodard's name all night.
Not at all. That was Josiah Moore. So loss of about 2 or 3 on that one. El Dorado looks to the sideline for the play, but they've got 2 split out to the left, 2 split out to the right. They've got their play call. Oh, and Cannon Jacobs under some duress, and he just gets rid of the ball. Great catch on the sideline by Marcus Hurd. And Jacobs hollering to his sideline about what he's seeing out there. Bears defended that one well. They had pressure on him immediately, which has been a rarity. And it's good to see the other quarterback under some duress for a change.
Yeah, Hurd over there. That was Hurd that caught it over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, he caught it on the sidelines.
Got to have a little more awareness. He ran towards Wildcats end zone instead of returning it the other way.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, just be on the field and do that. Pump fake. Oh, 7. Oh, he's got it. Oh, and thankfully for the Bears, they flushed Jacobs out of the pocket because that was going to be the second touchdown for Gilmore. He got way behind the defense there. And they're having some, I don't want to say they're having words, but they're having a spirited discussion on that play.
They're exchanging Pop-Tart recipes.
There you go. Big fan of the frosted cherry myself. I also like the s'mores. The pumpkin spice ones are pretty good.
Pumpkin spice, my man.
But of the regular Pop-Tarts, I think cherry's the way to go. A little stumble out of the gate, but he stumbles his way forward, and the sliding tackle by Carson Fuller saves the touchdown.
Yep.
But not after a first down on a big fourth down conversion for the Wildcats. So as we've said, third down has been a bit of a defensive victory for the Bears, but unfortunately fourth down has been a bit disastrous on the year for the Bears. Something about fourth down. Can't quite put my finger on it, but, one of them things. 6 back up the middle, met immediately by a host of Bears, led by Ducey James. Haven't called his name a lot either. Of course, we've been calling a lot of the secondary tonight. So it's good to see the front 7 finally get involved a little bit here. But, like I said, in their defense, they've kept the run in fairly decent check. A couple plays here and there that have popped. And then the goal line situation is just tough for the Bears. They just don't seem to have enough beef in that front 7 to really push anybody around. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. Cannon Jacobs drops back. Quick pass. Looked like he had a toe screen. That's a fumble.
Ball, pick it up and
Ball
run.
is down. And Ducey James. No, that's not Ducey James. Excuse me. That is Jaden Noble.
Oh.
Just couldn't quite find another gear.
Yeah.
Big time play, though, for this defense. Second turnover of the night, and couldn't have come at a better time. El Dorado was driving. I'll just be honest, they looked a little lackadaisical on those last couple of plays, just thinking, oh, it's a matter of time before we bust through these guys. Just had one man to beat and just get that man some oxygen.
Yeah.
He's going to need it.
Yeah. Now you got to, just anything to squeeze momentum back in your favor a little bit. Now you got to
just
take
put a number
advantage.
on the board at this point. Good grief.
Got to take advantage.
Ball is up. He's got a shot.
There we go.
There it is. There it is. Give me all 6 of these for Tyler Blakely. Hot day. Shoot those fireworks off. No flags on the play. Touchdown, Bears.
There we go.
How about it? And I like the play call. Right after a big defensive play, you just go for it.
Yep.
Why the heck not? Tyler Blakely finally getting a pass he can catch. Poor guy's had it just thrown every which way except right at his hands, and he comes up in a big way there.
Got to take advantage, and they do.
Tristan Trejo out for the extra point. And it is mishandled, and oh gosh. Braylon McPhee paid the price on that one. So the extra point attempt, no good. But hey, they got 6. Let's look at this play one more time. Hampton just rears back, lets it fly. Perfect. Hit him in stride. Finally got behind the defense, and there it is. How about it? Something to get excited about.
Yeah, that time he kind of, he made that decision in a split second, just took one step, and he didn't, he put just enough air under it to let his guy run under it rather than just trying to nail him with the ball. That's a pretty good throw there, pretty good catch and run by Blakely. Now you just got to come out on defense, do it again.
And again, you gotta like the play call there, just going for the whole smash.
I love it.
After the big fumble return, I dig it.
Being aggressive is how you're going to come back in this game, and I like it. I like the fake punt earlier as well.
I like it in theory myself. I'm not sure I'd run Tyler Scott necessarily. Maybe let him throw the ball, but I'm not sure what kind of cannon he's got. But keeps him honest, I guess, if you will.
You just got to keep, stay aggressive. I may try and, there's El Dorado set up for a sky kick or anything like that. They've got the personnel out there to defend it and recover it if we do it. But I'd try and get, it's a tall task, but I'd try and get the ball back and get some more points.
Well, I would definitely not kick it towards Grimes. That's for darn sure.
Yeah.
Or Gilmore, excuse me, not Grimes.
Number 7, yeah.
Yeah, number 7 back there. But number 6, Jeremy Samuel, has also been torching the Bears, so pick your poison in the back. But hey, the big fella, number 10 or possibly number 30 here, they don't look like they're going to run too far. But if you could kind of get it into that 20-yard or the 30-yard line zone, you might have a chance to do something silly here.
Yep.
Right at number 30 with the fair catch, so smart play on him. Bears tried a little... not too tricky, but, they limit the damage. So El Dorado takes over at their own 39-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
So, Will, we got it. We got it in the chat here. What's the model of the camera we got up there? The people want to know. The Canon XF305 there, Barry. So do with that information what you will. 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right for Cannon Jacobs. He rears back, finds a man right up the seam. Wide open there. Josiah Moore gets about 15 on the play. And just like that, El Dorado is on the other side of the field.
Yeah, he was open. I mean, right when he came off the line, I don't know who he had on him, but it was easy for the quarterback. Just take
Easy
one
pickings.
step, throw it to him, yeah.
Yeah, I gave him a half step just to get a little further down the field. Why not? If you're going to give that kind of cushion. But at least he was in front of the secondary. Counterplay with the double fake kind of there. As Samuel took a bit of a shot on his way down by Malachi Sherwin, who we've seen more on the defensive side tonight than we have the offensive side, which is, of course, that defensive unit is a little beat up. They've lost a few guys this year so far to some game time. Cannon rears back, is going to let it fly to number 7. Why not? And man got away with a little bit of pass interference. Not enough, I didn't think. It was borderline, but I think they're going to maybe call flops on Gilmore.
Well, and I think
than anything.
I think what saved him is he kind of ran back into the defender and kind of gave him a little push too. So it kind of, you could throw it either way. Good no call there.
Yeah, good no call, I think.
Good job on the officials.
Yeah, we'll let you have it, but tip of the cap when you deserve it. 3rd and 7 for El Dorado now. Man in motion. Cannon, he is met immediately
there we
at
go.
the line of scrimmage by Tyler Donald.
Now come. They didn't throw the flag, but we got to be smart.
Yeah, got away with one there.
Your team, I mean, somebody may have saw it on the stream and knows what I'm talking about, but you got to be smart. You get a stop on 3rd down. Why are you doing that? So, Bears catch a break. Get
no
the ball
need for
back.
silliness.
All right, let's get the ball back and let's score some more points.
So El Dorado takes their 2nd timeout. I would venture to say they're doing that to go for it. Excuse me, Sylvan Hills called the timeout, probably preserving the clock. But if I'm El Dorado, why not? I'm going for it. This offense has been a little suspect of the big play.
Yep.
Gilmore has had his way just running past the secondary. So why not just maybe upchuck and let one fly to him?
Yeah.
Although they haven't really been able to hit it here in the past few times that they've thrown it out there. Now, granted, a little pressure tends to help that sort of thing.
Yep.
Wild concept, I know. Don't let your quarterback just sit there and pick you apart.
Yeah, if I'm El Dorado, I'm finding some way to scheme number 7 open.
I'm running a skinny post. That's what I would do. Or if you get your guys crossing out there, that way it gets them all crossed up. We'll see what El Dorado's got up their sleeves. 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Got to watch Gilmore. And they threw it to him, and oh, man. Great defense, great tackle by Jablanowski, but unfortunately he carried him past the sticks, so a fresh set of downs for El Dorado there.
Yeah, I think he may have had the first down anyways, but
it was going to be close, but definitely after the hit. Great hit, though, by Jablo.
Yeah.
But unfortunately took him 3 yards beyond the sticks. New set of downs for the Wildcats. Samuel goes to the left side, in between the guard and the center. Not much going there, 3 yards. Clock is a ticking, though, 1:40 and counting here. El Dorado's got 2 of their timeouts, Sylvan Hills with 2 of their own. So, again, if I'm this Bears defense, I am keying on Gilmore. Watch where that guy goes. Where he goes, somebody ought to be in his hip pocket.
Yep.
And it looks like they're trying to get him ISO on the right side there as there's 3 receivers to the left. Oh, the option play.
We got guys there.
And Jablanowski with the old-fashioned DDT had a little something extra say to him there, it looked like.
Got to be careful.
Well, he said it as he was walking away, it appeared.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he was complimenting his cologne.
Yeah, smells good.
Yeah, you got that nice Hugo Boss. Maybe that eau de toilette from, Lucky. 3rd and 5 for El Dorado. Looking like an empty backfield. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Gilmore on the wide right side. It's the short side of the field for El Dorado. Cannon Jacobs holding his line up. Bears bringing the house, and they are... and Cannon's got all kinds of room to run now. Should have probably kept running up the middle, but he takes it outside, lowers the boom.
Delivers the hit.
And fortunately for the Bears, Colin Billings there to meet Jacobs, but not after a huge gain on 3rd down. Gets him inside the Boyd Law Firm red zone. Believe they are at about the, the 6-yard line, 8-yard line with 20 seconds to go. So El Dorado taking their time. They go with the handoff, and they are going to get it right at the end. Samuel takes it up the middle, dances a little bit for the touchdown. So that's a bit of a gut punch right before the end of the first half. When you had a little momentum, you had something going your way. But unfortunately for the Bears, can't get off the field.
Yeah.
Can't make a play when you need it.
Yeah, it's been kind of the MO all year, and El Dorado's been, the deep ball to number 7, and then that kind of little counter run. That's been their 1-2 punch, and they've been hitting on both of them all night, and Sylvan Hills just hadn't had an answer for it.
No answers for that extra point either, as it is down, through, and true. And with 11 seconds left in the first half, El Dorado takes a 31-6 lead. Now the Bears will get the ball to start the second half, if there's anything to hope for. But I would imagine the Bears might just hope to get this kickoff and kneel it out.
Yeah, I may. If you've been aggressive all game, I'd try and do something here in 11 seconds. It can't hurt nothing. I mean, it could if it goes disastrously wrong.
We've seen how this season's gone. It could hurt.
But I'd be. Why not? I mean, just trick play something.
YOLO
be aggressive.
At this point.
That's what I would do. But that's also probably why I'm up here. So.
Well, so we've got that going for us.
All right.
So their loss is our gain.
Right.
Here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. Jay Burke, Chris Goodman here with you.
All season.
Well, that's it. All season long. We've got producer Will here with us tonight, though.
Yeah, that's probably why the score graphics and everything.
The graphics look a little different. He's got the beefier package. Ball is live. Bears let it bounce. And nothing doing there for Ryan Parham. We've lost Chris here. We're having some technical difficulties with his mic right now, so you won't hear from him for probably the rest of the half here. We're trying to get that worked out, though. We'll try to get that worked out. 6.5 left here. And like I said, I imagine the Bears might just kneel this one out.
Yeah, that would probably be the safe and smart thing to do is just take a knee, go to halftime, kind of readjust, reset, get some, a little.
Just anything.
Yeah, just a little, R&R and regroup pretty much. Come out in the second half, like you said, get the ball and see what can happen.
Yeah, Bears look like they're in that, they're going to hand it off, so why not? Jeremiah Carey gets out of bounds, and that'll do it.
Well, maybe a second.
Yeah, we'll see if they put any time back. I didn't hear horn, but we are reading zeros.
Yeah, I think. Well, if I'm Sylvan Hills, I'm asking for another second here. I mean, it's not unless they're going to be aggressive. I would ask for more time, but
it's more the principle of the matter. Now, El Dorado trying to get off the field. Sylvan Hills standing pat.
I mean, if you're just going to kneel it out, I wouldn't ask for another second. But
it looks like they're not going to give it to him.
Yeah, Sylvan Hills a little frustrated with that. All right.
Miss, no, maybe. El Dorado kind of, all right. All right, so there we are. We're going to make it officially official now. So halftime there. So the halftime score, El Dorado leading the Sylvan Hills Bears 31-6. It went just as it looks there, guys. But we're going to have the second half of this affair. It's homecoming out here in Sherwood at Bill Blackwood Field. Jay Bird, Chris Goodman here with you. And stick around with us. We're going to be right back here to bring you the second half. Again, Sylvan Hills down 31-6 in this affair. Stay with us here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network.
One of the many things I love about working at PCSSD is the colleagues that I work with.
One of the things that I love about working for this district is being seen.
I don't have to know everything, and if I need to have somebody to collaborate with, I can always reach out to somebody, and I know I'll be able to help.
I truly feel that the district cherishes me, and that inspires me to be the best educator I can be.
Reason why I love PCSSD is because we have Avid. We use Avid to add value to our students' lives and to create opportunities post-high school.
I love working in PCSSD because it truly feels like a family that cares. Our diversity of the population is amazing. My colleagues are true professionals, and the administration has always had my back when I ask for help. This place rocks.
I love working for Pulaski County Special School District because of how well everyone works together to ensure that our students grow and thrive.
What I love most about teaching is empowering students to believe in themselves. They have incredible creativity, and I like drawing that out and helping them to see what they already possess. And don't forget, la vida es mejor con dos idiomas.
A properly graded field is not only important for player safety but also the field's health, and no company in the state matches the exceptional service and dedication like our friends at Athletic Field Service of Arkansas in Sherwood. From servicing all types of natural grass athletic fields that includes aerating, top dressing, and phrase mowing to a variety of residential projects, Jeremy Rice and his crew have you covered. They also offer an extensive list of infield renovation services. Call Jeremy at 501-416-1218. That's 501-416-1218 for your free evaluation, and check them out on Facebook or see what they have to offer online by visiting afsofar.com. Athletic Field Service of Arkansas. We got the dirt on your infield.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting journey of learning and growth? Now is the time to register and become part of the Pulaski County Special School District family. PCSSD provides educational opportunities for families across more than 500 square miles. Discover endless possibilities, friendships, and unforgettable experiences that will shape your child's future. For more information about registration and school choice, visit pcssd.org/register. Join us as we build a brighter tomorrow, one student at a time.
2009. Class of 2011. Look at sweet. 2012. 2014. 2017. 2018. 2019. 2020. 2022. 2023. And last but surely not least, our most recent graduating class of 2024. Collectively, we have 135 years of experience cheering on the Bears. These talented and lovely ladies have reunited to bring their energy and pride back to the field, celebrating the school's rich history and unwavering community spirit. Just as a reminder, if you are a former cheerleader and wish to participate in this event next year, you can join their Facebook page to get connected. Let's see what we got, ladies. And once again, a big hand for our alumni cheerleaders.
Okay, well, give me just 1 second. I need to get this level.
Excuse me, sir. I gotta get right here to put this down.
Next up, our halftime entertainment will be the pride of the hillside, the Sylvan Hills High School Marching Bear Band. The band tonight will be joined by members of our alumni band, ranging in classes from 1992 to 2024. They will be performing the Sylvan Hills Fight Song. Following that, the high school band will be performing their 2024 show, Carnival. Under the field direction of Penny Griffin, the band will be taking you through some of the festive music that comes from Rio de Janeiro. Sit back or dance and enjoy the sounds of the carnival. And a big hand for the members of our alumni band. Now, sit back and enjoy the sounds of Carnival. And once again, a big hand for the pride of the hillside.
A properly graded field is not only important for player safety but also the field's health, and no company in the state matches the exceptional service and dedication like our friends at Athletic Field Service of Arkansas in Sherwood. From servicing all types of natural grass athletic fields that includes aerating, top dressing, and phrase mowing to a variety of residential projects, Jeremy Rice and his crew have you covered. They also offer an extensive list of infield renovation services. Call Jeremy at 501-416-1218. That's 501-416-1218 for your free evaluation, and check them out on Facebook or see what they have to offer online by visiting afsofar.com. Athletic Field Service of Arkansas, we got the dirt on your infield.
What I love most about PCSSD would be the people in our district work really hard for students. Their commitment is unmatched, and I love going in and out of school seeing the work that's being done.
I love working in PCSSD because of our district's commitment to equity, excellence, and diversity for students and staff. It's a great place to be seen for who you are.
My favorite thing about teaching for PCSSD is starting our day with a read aloud. I love being able to build foundational skills, introduce new vocabulary, and provide a model of fluent, expressive reading.
One of the many things that I love about working in PCSSD is seeing the passion our staff has for ensuring our students' success in the classroom and in life. We all come from different backgrounds, but we're here for the same purpose. I couldn't ask for a more fulfilling career.
Back at it here at Bill Blackwood Field. Again, halftime score 31-6, El Dorado over the Sylvan Hills Bears. And if you think the score looks bad, well, the stats, well, they tell the story. First half, first downs, El Dorado at 12, Sylvan Hills with 5. El Dorado really balanced attack so far in the first half. 23 rushes for 144 yards. Sylvan Hills, 15 rushes for 9 yards. So I guess they're doing better than last year where they had negative overall yardage rushing the ball. But for El Dorado, 7 catches, 140 yards. 111 of those yards have gone to A.J. Gilmore. The Bears, as a collective, with only 110 yards receiving. So there you have it. Time of possession, fairly balanced. a little over 15 minutes for the Wildcats, just over 12 minutes for the Bears. And then the penalties, 6 for 45 for the Wildcats, 3 for 39 for Sylvan Hills. And again, those third downs, I've been talking about that third down defense. Only 1 for 7 are the Wildcats this evening. Unfortunately for the Bears, their third down offense hasn't been great. 2 for 8. But those fourth downs have gotten the Bears. 2 for 3 on the conversions for El Dorado. 0 for 6 for Sylvan Hills. And El Dorado with that 1 field goal on the night. Just some scores to take you around the state right now. Pulaski Academy, Bryant tied at 14. Conway putting it on Cabot 28-0. Little Rock Christian over Little Rock Central 28-0. North Little Rock hanging tough with Southwest right now. 20-14 as that one is just starting the second half, I believe. Rogers over Bentonville West. Stunner right there, although I know Bentonville West not quite the team that they have been in the past this year. But Rogers, the Mounties, look really good so far early in this year. Fayetteville over Northside, 21-7. Bentonville putting it on Rogers Heritage. So, maybe a little bit of opposite effect there for those towns right there. Springdale over Harbor, 28-14. Into some 6A East action. Catholic over Jones Boogie, 20-0. Marion putting it on West Memphis, 35-0. Benton, 49-12 over Sheridan. So take ease, Sylvan Hills fans. It's not just us. And then obviously in this one, El Dorado over the Bears, 31-6. Another 6A action. Lake Hamilton over Van Buren, 27-3. Mountain Home up on Russellville, 13-0. Southside over Shiloh, 20-3. And then Greenwood is taking it to Siloam Springs, 49-0. Also in the network, Robinson over Whitehall right now, 21-0. And we'll find a couple of the other scores here for you with Mills. Parkview was a winner last night. What was the final on that one? You guys remember? 72-0. Must be nice. Must be nice to have offense. So that's cool. Mills actually over Forest City right now, 28-12. And we missed Maumelle in here, so we'll try to find that score for you.
Yeah, they also played last night.
Oh, they did play last night. Okay,
Yeah.
What was their final? Do you remember? We'll find that for you, and we'll pass that along here in just a moment. But the clock about it's under a minute here to get the second half going. Sylvan Hills will receive the ball to begin the second half. Do with that information what you will as the team gathers there at midfield, hopefully to rally themselves. That Maumelle score, 50-12 over Watson Chapel. So the Bears kind of out there on an island here in the network. But that's all right.
Yeah,
they got to start somewhere.
We've seen a lot of those scores.
Yeah, just not in our favor.
Yeah, just not in our favor.
Just not in our favor. We've had our share of running clocks. Getting close to it here tonight, but El Dorado would have to score twice to get that enacted because it's 35 before that gets going. So if Sylvan Hills puts something on the board here to start the second half, chances are, may not happen tonight. But we'll see how that transpires as we are getting set for the second half. Kickoff out here at Bill Blackwood Field. Jay Berg, Chris Goodman with you here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. El Dorado now taking the field as we are set to get this thing going. So if you're with us in the YouTube chat, let us know. What are you thinking? What are you hoping for, at least? Let us know just anything. Tell us a good story for all we know. I mean, good grief. But we certainly do appreciate everybody that is sticking with us here on the stream.
Yeah, if you like what you see, give us a like, subscribe. Tell Will he should come over here more often. We got some good score graphics.
Got the good stuff here. And that one will roll to the end zone. Oh, it looked like it had some trajectory to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just enough English on it to keep it inbound. So instead of the 35, the Bears will start at their own 20.
Yeah, it kind of a fortunate bounce there for El Dorado.
Yeah,
instead
very
of,
fortuitous.
Or they come to the 35 on the penalty, I think, or maybe the 40. So you save a couple, quite a few yards there by rolling into the end zone. Just one of the many things that just go wrong for Sylvan Hills.
Telling you, man, this is one of the most snake-bitten teams out there. Somebody got to come get this venom. All right, Bears is going to start this party off. Looks like a little bit of a different backfield. Well, I guess that's Harrison in that H-back, kind of a fullback position. They're going with the reverse. Look at Tyler Hampton out there throwing a block. All right, quarterback. That was Nigel Casey on the reverse. And first play out the gate for the Bears gets him about 14 yards. So, okay then.
Yeah, come out a little aggressive.
Set the tone.
Run a trick play there. Blocked it well. Like you said, Hampton throwing a block. So.
Oh, and they took 32 right out for getting blocked by the quarterback. Man, sorry about you, Caden Webb.
Oh, man.
Bottled up that time, trying to run a bit of a counter. But, well, not necessarily a counter, but the keeper. And Hampton loses about 3 yards on the play. Second and 13 now, 2-2. Running back in, and the ball. Oh, nobody was looking for the snap, and Hampton gets blasted in the backfield. Not sure what the center may have heard, but Hampton wasn't even looking for the ball, and not sure who that was in the backfield, but they went out in motion. Well, there you go. So the drive has been quickly derailed as it is third and I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I mean, one step forward and like 30 backwards.
Well, 30 yards to be precise. Got the screen going. Is he going to use his men enough? And probably should have kept going outside, but almost gets it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So good play for the Bears to just get some chunk yards back instead of kicking in the shadow of their own goalpost. They will now be back out to about the 35-yard line to punt, or the 30-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, you save some yards for your punter there, and if you can get a good kickoff, set El Dorado up deep.
Something. So it looked to be a promising drive early. Short circuits on a bad snap. Clean snap here.
Oh, man.
Punt is away and away from Gilmore, and Gilmore's going to give it a go. Takes it up the short side. Found a little bit of space. Not sure where they're going to mark him out at. Looks like it's back at about the 38. So about a 15-yard return, give or take.
Oh, yeah, they marked him way far back from where I thought he got to.
Yeah, I was thinking he was closer to midfield, but I guess he did step out at about the 38 or the 37. And El Dorado will take a crack at it their first go here. 4 wide receivers. We've seen this set up a few times tonight where they've got 4 set out to one side. In this case, it's going to be out to the right. 1 wide receiver out to the left for Cannon Jacobs.
Oh, you got to make the tackle
there, but did hold him up enough. But what could have been maybe a 2-yard loss ends up being about a 1-yard gain. And it's really more the principle of the thing.
Yeah, is it Joseph Thompson? You got to come in and hit him a little lower than that.
Maybe wrap him up a little. Thankfully for the Bears, only about a yard on that one. Maybe not even a full yard. Jablanowski on the tackle after the initial hit by Thompson. And that's that counter play we've seen and met at the line.
And still pushes through.
Still kept the legs going. And again, what should have maybe been a minimal gain. And we do have a flag down on this one, though. But back to the point I was making. Well, that's a man down, and that is Jeremy Samuel, who is down. Couldn't tell what exactly happened there. But the penalty is a false start on the Wildcats, so that'll back him up 5 from the original spot. So that'll bring up 2nd and 14. But we're going to check on Samuel here. It doesn't look to be serious. It does look like maybe just some cramping. Maybe just caught one right on the thigh. He pops up, limping a little bit, but he is walking off on his own power. So that's good to see.
Yeah, it looked like he may have taken just a couple of big hits there on that run, trying to move forward.
He took a couple, but unfortunately for him, it did not pay off as the penalty negates his run. Looked like he had a gain of about 7. 2nd and 14 now for the Wildcats. Empty backfield, 3 to the left, 2 to the right for Jacobs. Looks to the sidelines. Throws the hand up there. Maybe Tyler Hampton should start doing that for his guys. Bears looking to be bringing pressure. We've got a flag down. That is a procedure penalty, so back them up 5 more. But don't get too excited yet, Bears fans, because as we've seen before, it does not matter how many yards it is to a first down. Some of these teams have certainly found a way. Second and 19 now. El Dorado inside their own 30. Pressure coming for the Bears. Cannon Jacobs rears back, and Gilmore had him beat. And once again, Gilmore gets behind the defense. He was wide open. Fortunately for the Bears, it was just overthrown. And I'm not sure who's got the bead on him. If he's just flat out running guys or if there's some kind of miscommunication going on. Excuse me, what the case might be.
I think he's good. He's beating everybody.
Yeah, he's just flat out running folk. 3rd and long for the Wildcats, and under some duress early, tackling can't get done, and he is off to the races, and that's going to be a score. Well, yeah. Cortland Rozier busts through on what appeared to be a 1-yard gain, and then he ran into the back of his own player, which would have been well short of a first down. Turns into a touchdown, and the poor tackling for the Bears led to that one.
Yeah, I mean, and it started off. We were bringing some pressure there, and they had the perfect screen called right for it. We were bringing pressure. They called a screen right around it. Like you said, poor tackling, and then he's off to the races. Credit to Joseph Thompson. They're trying to track him down, but, man.
Got to him just a few yards too late. Probably about 40 yards too late.
Yeah.
Down, up, and good, and just like that, it is 38-6 in favor of the Wildcats. And you got to sense the frustration out there in that one, as you had everything dialed up right, you had it played correctly, and for some reason or another, now this hasn't been an issue so far tonight, and all of a sudden here in the second half, the Bears have kind of forgotten how to tackle.
Yeah.
On the defensive side. So, what do you say to that?
I mean, there's not much to say. At some point, you just gotta do it. I mean, there's no amount of coaching, no amount of talk, no amount of anything. At some point, you got to do it. You got to make the tackle. You got to complete the pass. You got to make the block. At some point, you just have to do it. It's that simple. You just have to.
8.5 left here in the third quarter. Score now 38-6. Bears set to receive the kick once more. And, another thing, I guess, oddly to the Bears' credit is they haven't allowed a lot of points on long, sustained drives. Now, to counter that, they've allowed several huge plays, so you don't need the long, sustained drives. So, take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
But again, we're searching for any kind of silver lining here. It's looking like it's going to be a short kick. I'm thinking sky kick out there to. Well, he got a hold of that one. He stays in bounds, but
the guys
wrapped up. Well, he got out of it.
Guys got a block for him instead of just watching them catch the pass.
Marcus Hurd just couldn't find any daylight, and he was eventually brought down by Winston Williams for the Wildcats. So Bears are going to start at their own 29. And, we'll see if they can not shoot themselves in the foot on this drive.
I mean, you gotta find something here. You got to get something going.
It feels like they have, and they just can't get out of their own way. El Dorado looking like they're bringing pressure. Silverman Hills looking like they're going to try to roll away from that pressure as Hampton rolls and trying to throw back across. And unfortunately cannot link up with Nigel Casey.
Yeah, it's kind of a dangerous pass, throwing back across your body over the middle like that. Luckily, it falls incomplete, but a lot of teams will tell you that sometimes goes back the other way.
Well, luckily, everybody was still sort of moving. It kind of threw that on the run instead of stopping to set his feet.
Yeah.
But as you alluded to, it falls harmlessly to the turf. 2nd and 10 now for the Bears. Pressure coming from the other side, it looks like. And in and out of the hands of Nigel Casey, and looked like he was trying to catch with his arms rather than his hands there, which, as a former wide receiver myself, I'll tell you, that's a bit of a cardinal sin, trying to catch with the insides of your elbows. That's when you get the, you throw your hands out, you make the spade.
Yep.
That's how you catch a ball there, young blood.
And I mean, and if he catches that across the middle,
he's got room.
Yeah, he's got plenty of room to work with.
He's getting to the other side of the field for sure, and maybe not a touchdown, but a first down. Well, the screen has been derailed, and oh my gosh! Oh!
That's Spencer
Brian
Poole again.
Buchanan, oh man, he got leveled. Oh!
Yeah, that play got off schedule, and then once, I believe that was number 0, Poole again, once he saw that screen developing, he
just went for it.
Yeah, went out and laid the boom on him. Sylvan Hill's going to punt again.
My. -1 yard on that play. 4th and 11. We'll see what the Bears can muster of a punt here. Didn't allow Gilmore much room the last time. Big boom there. Unfortunately, it's right at Gilmore. He's got room. Great pursuit. Unfortunately, the tackle not brought down there by Brady Hester, but good job forcing him back to the inside. But yeah, not sure why Gilmore didn't take more of the sideline there instead of cutting it back. It looked like he had some angle on Hester there.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, works out for the Bears.
Yeah, Bears did good there sometimes, and Jarius Wright will tell you, all you got to do is make one guy miss, and then it gets dangerous.
Yep. Dorado taking over at their 39. So we'll see if the Bears can keep the clock from moving here on this drive. I do think if they punch this one in, that might be enough to get this thing going into mercy rule. There's that counter play we've seen all night, and
he's gonna break it.
There's that tackling we've seen here in the second half, and just like that, Samuel is in for the score. Oh, are they going to mark him down just shy?
Yeah, I think he's in.
Nope, he's in. Didn't see the signal, but I saw it then. So in the past 2 plays, that's, what is that? Roughly 130 yards?
Yeah, almost.
Rushing? Well, not really. That was a pass. So 130 total yards, basically in 2 plays for the Wildcats. So this one starting to go the way of the past 3 weeks, or 2 weeks, I should say, for the Bears, where things are just getting out of hand. And they do it in a hurry. And just like that, El Dorado has scored twice here in the second half, and we haven't even played half the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it. Some of their better plays that they're running here, and obviously one team went into halftime and made some good adjustments. The other team maybe finding their adjustments still, and the Wildcats just coming in and
well, just mollywopping them now.
Yeah.
I don't think they changed anything. I mean, like I said, that's that same kind of counter play that we've seen all night, and a lot of arm tackling and trying to bring a guy down at the shoulders. I mean, that's not going to get it done against some guys with some power.
And Jeremy Samuel is looking very good at running back for the Wildcats so far tonight.
So once we get this play off, we will have the running clock, as El Dorado is up 39. So more than enough to get this thing going. So the clock will only stop after this play for timeouts, injuries, and I do believe changes of possession or, touchdowns. Not that Sylvan Hills has had to worry about that. Kick goes out of the end zone. Bears will take over at their own 20. And you got to think that, well, actually, I don't know what you think, but you got to be frustrated as a Bear fan to see you just get shellacked like this by a team that's been dealing with injury concerns of their own, a team that's got some youth playing on it as well, a team that hasn't really played their best ball all year, and and especially on homecoming. I mean, goodness.
Yeah, this is one game you're coming off a bye. You really hope you can come in and do some really good things, and it just hadn't gone that way yet.
Play action. Blakely just couldn't get turned around the right way.
Well, I think he
he would have had a shot at that one.
He kind of ran almost like a skinny post, and then Hampton threw a go ball.
Kind of on the outside of the outside shoulder.
Right, so maybe a little confusion there. Maybe Hampton thought it was a go ball the whole way.
And we do have a flag down. So even if it was a big play, it looks like it would have been negated. It looks like a holding call. Well, no, that's only a 5-yarder. Or which...
What are we doing?
Nothing going right for the Bears. That's Ryan Parham, who was coming back for, looked like a tunnel screen.
Yeah.
And just can't hang on to the ball. Second and 15 now for the Bears. That ball thrown well short, and not sure what the issue there was. It did look like Kobe Brent was supposed to come back on that.
Your QB is staring the other receiver the entire play. He caught the ball and steered.
Third and 15 for the Bears. And also, too, if you're this coaching staff, having seen what's happened, I mean, you got to try to keep the snowball from piling up anymore. Hampton gets crunched on that one, throws it to, I'm not sure who he was trying to hit there. It did look like that Ryan Parham was wide open over the middle. Unfortunately, no time for Hampton to breathe back there, and that's really kind of been the issue of the offensive woes for the Bears, is the offensive line just can't give anybody any time and or can't open up a lot of holes.
Yeah,
and even on the touchdown pass, as you mentioned, it was just catch ball, step, and go.
Yeah. You're not going to get lucky on all those types of passes, and he, not having any time, he's trying to think faster.
Close to a block there. Gilmore lets it go and takes a friendly bounce.
Yeah.
And the Bears will down it at just outside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, you hope that you get a good bounce there, and it hurts that they let it go, but it really only cost them about 6 yards.
5 yards.
Yeah,
6 yards.
6 yards there. So I mean, can't even get a bounce right.
Now, Coach Huell did say something interesting in the pregame. When it comes to playing the youth and playing your depth, he did mention that, a lot of our guys are sophomores and, juniors as it is. So there's no use in playing a lot of your depth when those guys need reps too. And if they're the starters getting reps, you need reps.
Yeah,
so I did like his response to that. I thought it was an interesting response too, that, hey, we're not going to just put guys out there just to put guys out there, even we're in these types of situations, because those guys need the work just as much, because
their sophomores and juniors that haven't played a lot.
Yeah, and we were talking about it pregame. That, they're going to return a lot of people next year, so that's real smart, getting them more reps.
Yeah. Josiah Moore on the carry. Looks to get about halfway to the sticks. Third and 6 for the Wildcats. We'll check to see how much youth that they start putting in, especially with the fourth quarter coming up. We'll see if Cannon Jacobs stays out there at the quarterback position. The DDT by Egan Hall. Shy of the first down by a solid 3 yards, so 4th and 3 coming up for the Wildcats, but they look like they will. Well, no, sorry, clock got a little wonky there on us. So probably about one more play here for the third. And El Dorado is going for it. And it looks now we do have a new quarterback out there. That's Gavin Jacobs. So I'm assuming that's little brother of Cannon. And El Dorado takes a timeout.
Yeah, look like they may.
A little confusion there.
Yeah, they either wanted to try and draw them off sides or they were confused. It didn't, whatever they
Something
were doing.
didn't seem right.
Yeah, it wasn't in sync. So
one of the few times they've looked out of sync tonight.
So I mean, you get a stop here. Clock's running; it's not going to stop. But you get a stop here, and you just got to find ways to keep
You
fighting.
got to do something on offense. I mean, that's what's killing them.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they've got no turn. Well, no, I take it back. They do have one touchdown off a turnover, but the fact that they've not been able to take advantage of the turnovers on downs, the first turnover they got right out the gate, nothing doing with it, and then just big play, and that's just been their downfall. And it's kind of been the same script we've seen all year. So drop back, pass right up the middle, and we've seen that all night too. That's been wide open for the Wildcats most of the evening. Paxton Strong coming up with the catch there. And that will likely be the final play of the third quarter. As time does tick out, that will do it. That is 3 in the books. El Dorado with the 45-6 lead currently. So in Coach Hill's return to the hillside, he is putting a thumping on the Bears. Well, stick around with us here. We certainly do appreciate everybody who's been sticking around with us here. We're going to take a quick break here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. Jay Berg, Chris Goodman here. And we'll bring you the fourth quarter just on the other side. Stay with us.
A properly graded field is not only important for player safety, but also the field's health, and no company in the state matches the exceptional service and dedication like our friends at Athletic Field Service of Arkansas in Sherwood. From servicing all types of natural grass athletic fields that includes aerating, top dressing, and phrase mowing to a variety of residential projects, Jeremy Rice and his crew have you covered. They also offer an extensive list of infield renovation services. Call Jeremy at 501-416-1218. That's 501-416-1218 for your free evaluation. And check them out on Facebook or see what they have to offer online by visiting afsofar.com. Athletic Field Service of Arkansas. We got the dirt on your infield.
Jay Bear, Chris Goodman with you out here at Bill Blackwood Field, getting you set for the fourth quarter. El Dorado putting it on the Bears right now. El Dorado driving 1st and 10. Ooh, the fake end around, but they go up the middle with it. Snuffed out pretty quickly by the Bears. I will give them credit. For the most part, they have not allowed a whole lot up the middle. Now, they've had a couple break, but like I said, by and large, they've kept the middle pretty well contained. Unfortunately, when they break, they break.
Yeah, it's always the big plays tonight, and that's what I don't think they've had a touchdown of less than 20 yards tonight.
Well, they had the one goal line.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Yeah, the one goal line. But yeah, other than that, it's been tough scene. Oh, my goodness. Malachi Summons laying the wood on Jackson Pagan. Taking out a little frustration there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, I'm glad that one wasn't caught cleanly because we brought pressure again right there where they were trying to throw that little screenplay.
Yeah, barely missed tipping the pass, and then the ball popped up, and unfortunately nobody else there to grab it. Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Well, one guy zigged when he should have zagged. I liked the fake to nobody there.
Yeah.
Had me fooled.
Quarterback was kind of standing there like, uh-oh, I'm not supposed to still have this.
Well, what now? So loss of one. Gavin Jacobs doing the best he could with it, but swarmed by the Bears. And again, third downs have been fairly successful for the Bears. Unfortunately for them, fourth down has not been.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can change their fortunes at least on this fourth down. Jacobs drops back under pressure. Wide open and, just overthrown to Braylon Champion.
Mm-hmm.
And the ball will go over on downs for the Bears. So the defense stands tall. They caught a break because Champion did get behind that secondary, which has been a theme of the evening.
Yeah, and Sylvan Hill's able to get a stop there. Coming up on 9 minutes left. What were you saying earlier? Come on, man, do something.
It's basketball season. That's what I was saying earlier. Goodness.
Speaking of basketball, they should have a good team this year.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a smaller team,
Yeah.
but they got shooters.
Yeah.
And that's going to be an interesting dynamic. Pass caught by Ryan Parham. And both him and Nigel Casey look like they ran the same route pretty close. So, again, those are just some of those little things that it worked out on that play, but is that what's supposed to be happening? And frankly, it looked like that wasn't what they were supposed to do.
I don't know. They were playing defense better on each other than the Wildcats were, but it worked. We got a good play
For
there.
once, yeah, it worked.
Let's keep going.
Quick toss out to Malachi Sherwin, that's Jeremiah Carey, who reverses field. He's got a little bit of room out there. Great block by Brent, and he's still going.
Through.
He's still churning the feet, pushed out of bounds inside the Boyd Law Firm red zone. What a play by Carey. No flags. It's usually those field reversals, you're bound to see something.
Yeah, I thought there may have been a little bit of a late hit out of bounds at the end of that, but
nothing doing, but what looked to be maybe a 1 yard gain turns into about a 40-yard gain.
yeah, that's
So somebody
something.
finally made a play.
Yeah.
Bears get down to the 5-yard line, so 1st and 5. Carey with the ball, finds a little room, and just shy. Maybe got to the 2.
Come on, O-line. Got to get a push here. Come on. You got to get 2 yards? Come on, guys.
Something to that effect. This will be the first time the Bears score more than once in a game, and it's been a minute.
Since Russellville.
Yeah. Carey up the middle, finds a little bit of a cutback lane, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, Bears. Give me all 6 of these. Jeremiah Carey.
Well, there we go.
So, hot day. So, Carey put the team on his back there. Not even going to deny that.
You telling me Carey carried the team?
Sure did.
There we go.
How about it? All the puns.
Get down the field. I mean, there you go. I mean, it's not. Is it going to win you the game? No. But is it going to give you something you can build on? Yes. You just got to, you got to keep working. Field goal's good.
Down, up, and good. And with 6.5 left in the game, the score is now 45-13 for El Dorado.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe we can come out and do an onside kick. Why
Come
not
out
work
just,
on that?
do something.
Yeah.
Some updates across the state. Bryant now over PA 21-14. Conway up on Cabot 49-7. Christian leading Central 35-0. Southwest still leading North Little Rock 20-14. Fayetteville Northside still locked at 35-7. Bentonville over Heritage now 48-0. Springdale still doubling up Harbor 28-14. Jones Boogie now on the board, but still down 20-7 to Catholic. West Memphis also on the board, but still down quite a bit, 35-6 to Marion. Benton still shellacking Sheridan 49-12. And Lake Hamilton up 27-3 on Van Buren. Mountain Home has now put another one up on Russellville, so 27-7 there. Southside up on Christian 20-17. That one escalated quickly. BB over Pine Bluff 14-12. Robinson leading Hall still 21-0. Our pals just up the road, Jacksonville losing to Searcy 20-7. Harding Academy in Batesville. Now that's a barn burner of a game, let me tell you. But that one's 14-7 in favor of the Bison. And speaking of the Bison, let's talk about the Harding College team. My goodness, they have just been steamrolling people. The defending national champs, no signs of slowing down. I mean, they have just been absolutely annihilating teams. I think I saw a stat the other day. They have outrushed their opponents to the tune of, now I'm ballparking it here because I don't remember the exact numbers, but basically 2,500 yards to 300 or something along those lines. I mean, it is a wide chasm.
Yeah, I mean, that wing T-esque offense that they run is really hard to stop at that level.
Well, they run it well. And what's crazy is they've been running it a long time, so it's not like, oh, this is just something new that they've picked up. No, they've always been a power run team, and now they just have a defense to back it up. They have just been shelling opponents. Also, I'll see if I can find those stats specifically because they were just eye-popping.
Yeah, they've been able to recruit really well. I think maybe the transfer portal may help them a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Been able to recruit really, really well, and yeah, Harding, I'm going to catch a game out there. They look good.
Yeah, they are an excellent.
And speaking of looking good.
Oh, boy. Well, there goes the younger Jacobs. And just like that, El Dorado answers with a touchdown of their own. So the old 50 burger hung on the Bears now.
Yeah, that's what was his name. Grayson just takes it right up the middle. I mean, just
Gavin Jacobs, yeah.
Gavin Jacobs showing some speed there.
Oh yeah, here we go. So they've outscored their opponents 304-13. They've outrushed their opponents. Okay, so it's 23-48 to 265. They've outrushed their opponents. So pretty absurd season that they're having. Now they've passed the ball. They're 16 of 27 on the year. But the average yardage per catch is 30 yards. So go figure that. They have 32 rushing TDs. They have 7 passing TDs. So about half their passes that they catch are touchdowns.
Wow.
And they have only allowed 1 touchdown to this point. Allowed 1 touchdown. They have 10 guys that have 100 yards rushing. They have punted 5 times this season. My goodness. So go catch those guys.
Right. And you look at their recruiting, like what they've been able to do, it's going to be hard to stop them anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. They've got a powerhouse going there right now.
They get gym after gym, out of Arkansas and out of surrounding states.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just.
And they're big, beefy dudes. They've got that nice indoor facility up there. I mean, it's a nice place to play. And they got the beefy package.
Yeah, and Coach Carroll for El Dorado actually played for Harding. I think he was with that championship team last year, so a little tie into this game.
Oh, well, I was trying to avoid this game at all costs, just to be completely honest. Ball recovered by the Bears.
Yeah, we got a minute.
Believe that was Jackson Walker on the recovery.
Yeah, a minute 45 left in this one.
Minute 45 and rolling. So, not sure what you can even say about the season so far. The losing streak going to get up to 16 now for the Bears. And really, just
you got to feel for this coaching staff. They're trying their darndest, and just something always getting in the way, and there's always a drive getting short-circuited. The big plays have been a problem, and it's the consistency. And as we've heard it on several of the pre-games, it's you can start to sense the frustration building in as best as they're trying to grind through it. But the human nature is there of, nobody wants to come out here and lose and get thumped while doing it. If you were losing a lot of games like Russellville, okay, a play here, a play there, things can change. But when you're just really never in a game to begin with, it's got to be frustrating. So the backwards pass, that's Tyler Blakely, gets out of bounds. And that might be about the last play of the game, as there's now under 30 seconds left. So unless the Bears can hustle to the line or they call a timeout, they look like they're trying to squeeze maybe one more play in. Figured why not just let her rip, go for it. But they got to get set. 10 seconds left. They do get the snap off. And Tyler Hampton just goes for it, and it is tipped and picked by Jeravion Williams. And that will be how this one ends, which seems to be symbolic here of the season. Just can't execute. And the Bears will fall in this one. Final here, 52-13. We'll try to give you some final stats here in just a moment. But, really when you look at this game in totality, it's followed the same script that we've seen all year. The offense just can't really get anything going. The defense bleeding those big plays, those passes, those ones up the seam, and the secondary just keeps allowing guys to get behind them, and that's it's kind of been the story for this team so far.
Yeah, it really has, and you look down the line, you got West Memphis, Sheridan, Jonesboro. You got some games coming up that you kind of look at like you looked at this one.
You thought they were winnable. You thought this one you would have had a chance.
Yeah, and it just,
it got away right from the jump. 14-0 in roughly 4 minutes, and you had to think that, this team's already beat.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. Sometimes I have something to say, and then right now I just don't.
Yeah, just one of those things here. So, like I said, we're going to try to front you some stats here real quick before we get to the end of this one. But again, this team on homecoming night, not really what you want to come home to. 52-13 shellacking. So the Bears fall to 0-6 on the season. And the playoffs looking real bleak right now. I know in the 7 and the 6A, the formats are a little different. Just about everybody gets in. But Sylvan Hills has got to start winning some games if they really want to try to get in. Right now, they and West Memphis tied for last in the league, but it's usually the last two that don't get in. And right now, there's a little space between them and the next ones, El Dorado and Sheridan. So El Dorado will move to 1-2 in conference. Sheridan right now looking like they'll drop to 1-2 in conference. So, the space is growing between those teams and everything. So, unfortunately for the Bears, just not a lot going right at the moment. And, you like to try to find some kind of silver lining. Again, I keep pointing to, that third down defense. But your fourth down defense kind of has to follow suit with that. It really doesn't do you any good to be great on third down if you're just poor on fourth down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then at some point the offense has just got to,
adjust.
At this point, it may be just, it is what it is, but you gotta put it together at some point, and
well, and sitting up here, it's easy for us to kind of look out there and be like, all right, we notice the trends and we see what's going on, but it's hard to kind of see what's going on behind the scenes here, because we do see teams are starting to just throw pressure, and we saw Benton execute that to the T. We saw Marion was kind of one of the first. Well, actually, Russellville was the first team to really do that, but fortunately for the Bears,
they had a little more size and speed to be able to handle the pressure that they were able to bring. But, anybody after that game has kind of used that as the notebook to get after this team, and they realized they can't handle pressure whatsoever, and then that's all we've seen. And, I couldn't tell you how many sacks that this team has taken on the year, but it's a lot more than you'd like.
Yeah, too many to overcome sometime, and yeah, I mean, it just you gotta try and put something together to go get a win at West Memphis next week, and then maybe steal another win somewhere and just build something going in. Because right now you're trying to build for the rest of the year, yes, but for next year you got to get some momentum going for next year too. And
well, like I said, we try to find the positives here. And last year, negative 23 yards rushing. This year, a positive 76. So now, granted, how much of that came in the garbage time and basically on that last drive and basically from, now I'm blanking out here. Jeremiah Carey, probably got a majority of those just on that last drive alone. But hey, you look for what you can. But also 12 catches for 162 yards for this team. Unfortunately, El Dorado, 29 rushing attempts, 269 yards. But what really got this team, 11 catches for 200 yards. So close to 20 yards per reception. That's a recipe for disaster. Penalties were fairly even. Again, third down, 2 for 10 for El Dorado on third downs, 2 for 12 for the Bears, and fourth downs, 2 for 5. Felt a lot worse than what it was, but for the Bears, 0 for 9 on fourth down conversions. So that's a bit of a bummer, but they did have the ball a little bit longer, 25 minutes to 21 and a half. But El Dorado sprinting off the field joyous after they ruined the homecoming festivities. And we certainly do hope everybody who did come back to visit and stuck around with us online here, hey, we're doing the best we can. Again, shout-outs to our homecoming princess, Nadia Fan, and your homecoming queen for the Sylvan Hills Bears, Kamaya Tackett. Congratulations, ladies. Go live it up. Chris, I guess any final thoughts?
No, man. Let's just let's
there you
go into practice next week. Get ready to make that trip to West Memphis, which we'll be live for. We'll bring it to you on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network.
Yep,
and,
them Blue Devils.
Hopefully the Bears can get a win on the road.
Got to find something. This will be I hate to brand it like this, but it's the battle for the basement. Whoever gets the dub here, well, they'll get off the schneid because it's looking like West Memphis not carrying it out tonight. So there you have it. So join us next week. We'll get pregame going about 6:30 right here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. For Chris Goodman, for the entire cast and crew here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, I'm Jay Burr. Again, the final here, El Dorado 52 and your Sylvan Hills Bears 13. We do appreciate everybody sticking around for us. We'll see you next week in West Memphis.